in China, where he's had productive discussions with Chinese manufacturers to improve the steel-making process. Anthony Albanese's used a business leaders meeting in Shanghai to promote the quality of our iron ore product. China buys 60% of the resource to make various steel products. Mr Albanese says companies understand the need to make the manufacturing process more sustainable.
These discussions were an important step forward between our two nations. We want to see a sustainable steel sector in China and globally, and we want to build a future that keeps Australian jobs and our economy strong.
Donald Trump says he was protected by God as the US president marks the anniversary of an assassination attempt. Mr Trump was shot at a rally in Pennsylvania ahead of last year's presidential campaign. A report reveals a cascade of failures by the Secret Service. Mr Trump says he doesn't like to think about the events of that day, claiming he's lucky to be alive.
God was protecting me. Maybe because God wanted to see our country do better or do really well, make America great again. But God was protecting me, Brian. I'll tell you, it's the more you think about it, the more you see it.
While the King will host the US President and First Lady in September, Buckingham Palace has announced they'll visit Windsor Castle on a state visit. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
At Barossa Volkswagen, we'll let you take a car home for the night. Barossa Volkswagen. City service, country feels.
Adelaide's Jordan Butts is having treatment in Melbourne after suffering a punctured lung in Saturday's win over the Western Bulldogs. He's unable to fly, so will have to travel home by road. While Port's Connor Rowey has a hand injury suffered in the game against West Coast yesterday. He's likely to miss their next game against Hawthorn, while Jason Horne-Francis is also in doubt with a foot injury. World number one Yannick Sinner has won the Wimbledon men's final, becoming the first Italian to win the Grand Slam. And Chelsea's beaten PSG 3-0 to win the FIFA Club World Cup. The match was played in New Jersey. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon at Salisbury Park, a crash, Main North Road near Molyneux Drive. Burst water main at Paradise to look out for at the moment. Lower North East Road near George Street. And look out for a twisted traffic light at McGill St Bernard's Road near Bundy Streets. Works to look out for at Highgate, Fullerton Road near Railgun Grove, and at Cameron Road at Lonsdale. Amart's Club's VIP night is in store tomorrow from 5 p.m. with one night only deals like 10% back at an Amart gift card for spends over $9.99. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Showers and 14 today, a shower or two tomorrow, 15 Wednesday, a shower or two also 15 and 16 for Thursday. Right now 12. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, a South Australian AFL star, one of two players targeted in an horrific online racist attack. Will police be called in? The Aussies taking a career break well before their golden years. What are the risks and can it be done? And our nation's pricey passports. Just how much more travellers here are being slugged? 9 News. Your news. 9th at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA. The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey.
I am flabbergasted.
And Timmy G.
Absolute sports festival.
It's 7 after 4. Good afternoon on this Monday. Another massive sporting weekend done and dusted. There's so much to chat about today. So we want you to set the agenda. Tell us what's got you excited, upset, frustrated, or absolutely up and about. Monday footy review, 8223 0000. The lines are open. Rowey, Timmy G, g'day to you.
Well, thank you, Sammy. A great round 18 of AFL. Well, both our teams won. The Victorian teams lost. I did like that, Timmy. Thunderbirds are through to the finals. We win the third test versus West Indies. Probably by default. We will win them. It's still on tonight. I think we will. Hey, yeah, careful. Sinner won Wimbledon. Iga Swiatek.
Correct.
Tick. Put a tick. The women's, I've been practising that, Timmy, all day. How's the Lions smoking Australia-New Zealand at Adelaide Oval? We didn't score, Timmy. Welcome.
Oh, I was there, Stephen. 48-0. And I've got to say, it just left the crowd dumbfounded. Like, even the Lions supporters got bored.
But did you see the team we put out there?
Well,
Not one of them will make the first 15.
I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. You made that statement. Now,
I sat next to a rural rugby aficionado. Yeah, and knows every player.
And said,
maybe our captain might sneak in, but
I thought he was good.
We played a lot of second stringers.
Well,
we wouldn't have known that.
Got the result.
Yeah, they did.
Gee, spanking.
Anyway, I want to talk about my team and you can talk about yours. That was a great win by Adelaide against a highly fancied team away, to kick over 100 points again, to lose stoppage. The Dogs kicked 9-6 from that source, 9 goals, 6 from stoppage. You got smashed out of centre square. They kicked 5, lost contested possession, lost centre square. Bontempelli probably best on ground. Norton kicking 5. If I had have said all that happens, God, we're in a bit of strife. The Crows won. They just know how to win.
What does it say, though?
Well, your front six is better than anyone else's six.
No, it says what you were alluding to during the week, and that was if it's a shootout, Adelaide will win because their defensive abilities aren't up to scratch, are they? The Bulldogs.
No,
they're not up to scratch. So you can score against them, which Adelaide did, but Adelaide were better defensively. Even though it 93 points against, they still looked better than the Bulldogs as far as being able to stop goals.
Because their efficiency up front is unbelievable. We'll get to Thilthorpe kicking his 6, but if I had said to any football person and to the coaching group that would happen, Norton kicks 5, Bontempelli gets BOG, they kick 9 goals, 6 from stoppage, you lose stoppage and you lose contested ball, oh, good, we're in a bit of trouble. But they did find a way to win. Here's Matty Nix.
It wasn't all our way, was it? But we knew that would be the case. They're a very, very good side. So we knew the challenge coming in, it was going to be a big one, and it wouldn't be perfect. We're aiming for perfect, but we weren't. But to get a win, where did we win it? I just think we adapted. As we were challenged with injury, we were challenged by our oppo, we just kept adapting, and in the end found a way to not crawl over the line, but just hang in there when we were, down a few soldiers.
Well, they were. We'll talk about Butsy. I said it post-match, they can win the flag. The Crows are up to their eyeballs in this comp now. Now, I know there's still games to go. They've got to beat Port Adelaide. That'll be a tough one.
Aren't even in the 8.
Well,
they're not now.
Hang on. Don't go doing that one, mate. I think we all rate them. Well, they've still got Hawthorn, Collingwood, Bulldogs, and they've got a tough one this Sunday, and I'm looking forward to that.
Johnny told me to calm you down a bit. That's why on the text.
Did he?
So,
hang on. I haven't lifted any lids.
No,
There's a bit of work to do. Well, I've matured from 2017. But when's the last time, Crows supporters, you've been able to honestly sit in your in your own car, in your own shed, with your own thoughts and said, hey, God, we can win this. We can. Crows can win the bloody flag. That's exactly right. Well, that was 8 years ago. So I think there's a bit to rejoice with all of that. Thilthorpe kick 6 was an absolute star. Have a listen to Nixie.
If we're able to get the game on our terms, move the footy, they were going to be hard to stop, our 3 talls. And we got our chances with that. I felt we gave them the best opportunity. We talk about giving them a chance. We did that today. I mean, not taking anything away from the way they've got to do their job as well and work hard, and they did take some really strong contested marks. So it was a combination, but again, it all comes back to team. If we're there and we're all playing our role and we work as a team, well, Riley Thilthorpe's going to be pretty hard to stop.
He will. He kicked 6. Fogg got 3. Tex got 2. People saying, oh, should you rest it? Mate, Tex is that important to that group. It's ridiculous. And if you had said to me who was more important, well, clearly Thilthorpe kicking 6 was great, but he gets to do that because of the things Tex does, how he sets it up and draws an opponent and all that. You know what I think of him. 16 marks inside 50 with those 3, and they also had 5 goal assists. So they were involved in, 9, 10. They kicked 11 of them, but the other 5, they had a hand in it. So that's a 3.
That's an impact.
That's an impact, isn't it? Dan Curtin, up to half-time, I didn't have him in the votes. After half-time, and remember, Butch went down. Worrell had to step up. He had to play a role as that drifting across D50 marker. I thought his second half was the best half of footy I've seen him play. Now, it wasn't by the numbers. He had that amazing game a couple of weeks ago in the votes. But, God, he was important on the weekend. Here's the coach.
Yeah, when you mention his name, I can't help smiling. It's one of those ones you just, in awe at what he's doing for such a young, inexperienced player. His game has just grown substantially over the last month or two. Just the confidence levels that he's playing with at the moment. And we're playing this guy in roles that are really important for us. When we change a mode and the opposition are coming at us, well, let's go to Dan Curtin because, he'll get it done for us.
Riley O'Brien just missed out on my votes. I told him on the Friday that Tim English was his bunny. I gave him the stats the last 2 times he's played him. He touched him up again, had 8 marks.
Big Riley.
Had 8.
Yeah.
4 of them were contested, 42 hit-outs, 11 to advantage, 6 score involvements. Got 17 touches. He towed him. Towed him.
And English can lose hit-outs but win a game. So that's what we spoke to Rob about on Friday, and making sure that he didn't get off the chain, and he didn't. He did a great job.
I don't reckon I ever had a bunny. Do you have a bunny? Who'd you play? No. Just wiped him?
No, I wasn't that good.
Oh, God. No. Well, I was worse. I'm just trying to think, who was my bunny? It'd be nice to have someone as a bunny, wouldn't it?
No.
They were all competitors, Timmy. Saddest news was Jordan Butts has got a collapsed lung. Not ideal. Still in hospital. Probably will have to drive home. Here's the coach.
Well, we don't know what caused it exactly, but he's recovering well. He's still in Melbourne, so he wasn't able to fly. And then obviously there's every precaution taken to make sure that he's okay. Spent a couple of nights there now. I think he'll drive back hopefully in the next few days. But he's in a good position at the moment. He's feeling a lot better, and he'll come back by car rather than risking a flight.
Yeah, got to protect those when those lungs go down. My only thing is, I actually didn't like. I think it might have been on the broadcast. They tried to just assume that it came from the Darcy push, and I'm like, why do that? If you don't know that that's the incident, don't go and make up an incident.
They wanted it to be that incident.
Right.
The broadcasters said at the time they couldn't find any other moment of contact that could cause it, so they went to that vision and said this could be the only instance.
Come on.
No, well done, Timmy.
I'm keen to hear Butsy say, this is how I reckon it happened.
Yeah, well, we'll hear it.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to get it out of Nixie today on Melbourne Radio, and he said, well, I don't know. Yeah. The doctors don't know. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Does it matter?
Doesn't.
I thought it was, well, it doesn't.
The thing is, sometimes you normally get that if you get a heavy hit and a rib punctures it, and that's when the lung goes down. So it do take a while. So all the best to him.
Nick Murray to come in just on the sidelines. Not a bad one for one.
We might need to borrow a couple, mate.
I know. We're going to get you right now. 822-300-00. Crows supporters, dare to dream. I know they've still got work to do, but God, it's the first time since 2017 you can truly say in your own private thoughts, if you want to, the Crows can win the flag. Who is with me? Now, Port in the end ran all over the Eagles. They kicked 6 in the first quarter. The last quarter, they only scored a point the last quarter. Kept them well. How did you see the game? You won by 26, Timmy?
Yeah, I'll go through the summary after 4:30, but I think, unfortunately, within 90 seconds, Georgiades had a goal, and I reckon it was almost like, oh, you're a beauty. This might be it for the day. We'll just get it this easy, and then then it became a very, very hard grind. So, look, in the end, they outscored them, I think, by 51 points from that moment onwards at the end of quarter time. But it wasn't pretty. It wasn't a Sunday afternoon to enjoy.
No, it was tough and it got a bit wet. Ken Hinkley spoke about the response.
If I could look at it, I've probably got enough grey hair. I didn't need any more. The first quarter gave me grey hair. Based on, we just weren't doing what we needed to do. Eagles, to their credit, and I think Minnie's doing a great job. They're a young side. They're a long way back from where some of our players are at this stage of their careers, and they'll be really, really strong at some point, I'm sure. And they got away to a good jump. And we just left ourselves in vulnerable positions, and our skills didn't match those vulnerable positions. And when you play footy like that, you're going to get hurt on the scoreboard.
Well, that's what happened. Zach Butters, again, absolutely outstanding. And he got under a couple of players' goats, a bit like Jason Horne-Francis and Harley Reid. Didn't they go toe-to-toe for a while?
It was incredible. I love it,
at each other non-stop.
And, in a land...
Didn't Harley sledge him about, you went home after 1 year?
Go home to your mummy and all that.
Go home to mummy.
And then he pushed off him twice and kicked 2 stoppage goals. So I loved it, to tell you the truth. I really enjoyed it.
I love a good rivalry.
Unfortunately, he's out. Breaking news at 7, Adelaide understands Power star Jason Horne-Francis suffered a break in his foot in the first half, and it's likely to put him out for the remainder of the season. Connor Rowey expected to miss Saturday's clash with the Hawks, at least with that dislocated finger/hand. We think it's a broken bone in the hand as well. So,
and Aliir won't get up.
Well, so
he ran around on one leg.
Played the whole game on one leg, I reckon, and did well to get through. But Basava's out for the season. Vizentini, Sam Pepper, and now Rosie, Horne-Francis and Aliir. We may just have to borrow a few.
So repeat that news again. Jason Horne-Francis, broken foot, may need surgery, but either way, season.
They're not saying it may be.
Likely.
Maybe.
Likely.
Yes. Yeah. With 6 games to go, if it's sort of 4 to 5.
Who you got
You're
this
not bringing
week?
him back for one, are you?
Who you got this week?
We've got Hawks down in Tasmania.
Okay, gamble responsibly, but I'd load up on that. Hawks by 40 plus.
Oh, all right.
What's
no
that
worries
paying?
at all. The last time you did that, you had a little bit of egg on the face.
I'm doing that to try and help you out, mate. Well, hey, old mate had to make an apology.
Did you hear the written statement on
He had a
Saturday?
written statement on Saturday.
Well, no, I didn't. I'd
Because
like to hear it again.
I said the Gold Coast will beat up on Collingwood. I had a feel about it, and they did for a half and a bit.
Yeah. Jeez,
And
they
then-
came back at them, didn't they?
And then I went to bed. I said, oh, well, they're 40 points up. They can't lose from here. Went to sleep. Then my phone started going, beep, beep, beep. You two were texting each other, calling me the Grim Reaper and play the
I
cute.
said that. Yeah. He's coming.
They're coming. And then I made Sam make an unreserved apology on air before commentary.
So, for full
Gotta
clarity,
replay that.
there's a temporary ban on the Thunderclouds for Rowey's big predictions.
Yeah, there has to be.
Until he curses another team.
There you go, which I just did to you then.
I reckon it's coming.
Can't be far
So
off.
how impressed were the Crows? Can they go all the way? We'd love to hear from you. And Port, if you want to sit under the radar, that's fine as well. And Port, what do you want to get out of the season from here? Because another two massive names out, 82230000, and something very unsavoury. And to think that we're still having to address this in 2025, it's quite amazing. Port Adelaide Footy Club is aware and condemns in the strongest possible way racist abuse directed at Jace Burgoyne following last night's game. Again, it's through social media. Again, it's through those platforms. It's a carrier of hate, and I've said it forever. Port Adelaide also calls out the government to demand accountability from social media organisations, and so they should. There's now a template, if you like, or a citer. The NBL Integrity Unit, in conjunction with Vic Police, have tracked down an anonymous account. So anonymous. Explain what that is on
Burner
Twitter.
account?
Like a burner account.
Yep.
So you can just put any old name there.
Say what you like.
Say what you like.
Not on.
But now you can track who set those accounts up. Anyway, it was an anonymous account that racially abused. It was terrible. 36 start, Montrez Harrell. Well, guess what? They're going to go to jail. They're going to have a criminal record posted against them. So the charge will be using a carriage service to menace, harass and or offend. Now, God, come on AFL. There's your cider.
There's the lead.
If NBL can do it, you can.
That is the lead.
There it is.
And they've got to follow it because this has got to stop. And the way you will stop it is start taking people to court, start charging them, start putting them away for it.
Name and shame
and
fine them.
Absolutely. This is really good what Basketball Australia have done. And now I think the AFL's got to pick that lead up and run with it and just cut this out because you know what a lot of this is driven by? Because you look at those comments, it's driven by the fact that they put bets on. Now, if you're stupid enough to gamble irresponsibly and put a ridiculous 27-leg multi on and the like, and just because one player doesn't get the touches that you want him to get, that is no open door policy for you to go and abuse them.
No.
So just cut it out, and if you don't, this is what's going to happen. You're going to go to court over it.
Well, we need a big stick. We need a deterrent, and there is one, so let's hope they can do it. Here's Port skipper Connor Rowey.
It's incredibly disappointing. I don't know how many times we have to see this before people understand that it's absolutely not okay. Obviously, as a club, we don't accept or condone anything even close to what's happened over the last day or so, and we'll make sure that we support Jace as much as possible. But yeah, from the club's standpoint, it's absolutely disgusting, and it needs to stop.
Well, we're sick of saying it needs to stop.
That's right.
Let's get the law behind them and whack them.
Exactly. You're not going to stop it by not
cowards,
not making them accountable, and this is the way to do it.
Yeah, and they are just cowards, aren't they? I bet you they wouldn't say it to your face.
Well, Anonymous says it all.
Yeah, Anonymous actually does say it all.
Mr. Anonymous. Never seen him rock up to a party.
No, 82230000 is the sport line number. Just have you say, a lot of people saying, Rowey, you idiot. What have I done in the opening? I did say they could win a flag. What are you laughing at? I don't know. What have I said that's drawn three or four of them? Rowey, you idiot.
No. A few have said, look, I'm the same. Jude said, look, I was there in 2017. I haven't forgotten that we were a certainty to win. Well, that went well. So there's that caution. There's that caution.
Yeah, here's one. Rowey, you owe Reid and Ogilvy an apology. In the words of Mark Williams, you were wrong. It's from Justin Reid. No, I don't. What do I owe them an apology for?
Not sure.
I tell you what I've got to give praise to, and I've done this a number of times in the call. So round 13 last year, the Crows lost to Richmond, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah,
and then after that, there was an implosion. And I probably led the charge. I wanted change in all sorts. And, yeah, I called for heads like that to roll because their draft picks up to that point were atrocious. And then from that, Tim Silvers had an internal review. From that internal review, he said, I'm backing in on our show, I'm backing in our people and our strategy.
And
so
I'm adding...
Tim Silvers, well done. And then from that, yes, he did. He added Mark Davis. Well, Murray Davis. How's that turned out to be? Great. Added a couple of board people, which haven't had any sort of influence, but they're good settling factors. A total football first...
focus.
No, focus, which is fantastic, and added 3 terrific players. Now, full credit, I think, to the executive, the board, and Tim Silvers for holding fire. The easiest thing to do would be to put a broom through him, and he didn't. So I'll give absolute credit to that, because most of us, and I'm not the only one, I led the charge. I want change. Well, they didn't. They backed it in, and we land here. So to them, bloody-tastic. But I'm not apologising to the others.
All right, well, let's get your calls on the air. You can have your say on whatever you like. 8223 0000 is the number to call. Our Monday footy review lines are open for you. Sam Berry is on the show from the Crows. We'll chat Wimbledon very soon with Craig Gabriel. We'll head to the West Adelaide Footy Club. Big week for them with a win. And your like, love loads are all coming up shortly. $50 Pals voucher up for grabs. It's 24 after 4.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Get a coach's perspective each week on the 5AA Sports Show when Rowey and Timmy G chat with Scott Camporeale for Coach's Corner. Thanks to Unique Homestyle Foods, proudly baking for hundreds of South Australian businesses for 35 years. See the difference.
Hi, I'm Adam from Gutser. We've been relining gutters across Australia for nearly 30 years. Now you can get your hands on our DIY house gutter relining kit. This means you can install gutter liner for under $10 a metre. It's tough, has a 10-year weatherproof warranty, and it's 70% cheaper than replacing your gutters. Go to gutser.com.au to see the installation videos. Buy online and get the kit delivered to your door. Nothing can be finer than Gutser gutter liner.
You wake up and you're feeling a bit off. Your nose is runny, but maybe it's just a cold. That scratchy throat, though, that could be something worse.
Test for COVID, Flu A, Flu B and RSV in just minutes with Cell Life, the premium 4-in-1 rapid antigen test. Fast, reliable results. Make the smart choice for your health and your family. Insist on the brand the healthcare professionals prefer. Cell Life at leading chemists and Amazon. CELLIFE.
For 50 years, Sterling Homes has set the standard. That's a long time in business. And now to celebrate their 50th anniversary, they're inviting you to share your dream with them.
So with Sterling Homes, you get 15 grand's worth of luxury upgrades your way at no extra cost. Choose what matters to you. It could be, reverse cycle air conditioning, a stone bench top, solar panels, more. 2.7 metre high ceilings. Well, they're just a tick. They're a given. They're done.
Ding.
Ding.
Sterling Homes built on blocks of all shapes and sizes, so it doesn't matter if it's as big as Adelaide Oval or just the Gold Square, because Sterling Homes, your home.
Visit their display home across Adelaide for locations. Go to sterlinghomes.com.au. T's and C's apply.
Budget?
Signed.
Presentation?
Updated.
Outfits?
Business casual.
Flights?
Booked.
We are so ready for this meeting at 4 p.m.
It's 9 a.m.
Sure?
When you fly for business with Virgin Australia, make changes to your flight stress-free and fee-free with a flex fare. So, take off with the airline keeping you on schedule. Book your next business trip with Virgin Australia. Fair rules and T's and C's apply.
Our place is your place at the Albion Hotel. Your place to raise a glass to a big sporting win, a milestone birthday, or just making it through the week.
Cheers.
Your place to bring the entire family, including the kids and grandkids, for an amazing meal together. Your place to sit back and just soak it all in. The Albion Hotel. Your local, your people, your place.
Finding the best schools and teachers in my area, discovering new extracurriculars, plus back-to-school advice. Education updates. That's news to me. Visit The Advertiser today.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
27 minutes after 4 here on our Monday footy review. Taking your calls next, 8223 0000. Our Like Love Loathe is coming up, and Sam Berry from the Crows. For Rossdale Homes, SA's most trusted, custom design, fixed pricing and a total peace of mind, because trust is a must. Let's check your traffic.
Adelaide's a semi has lost its trail on Victoria Road near Will Street. Salisbury Park a crash, Main North Road near Millennium Drive. Paradise a burst, Watermain Lower North East Road near George Street, and McGill twisted traffic lights, St Bernard's Road near Bundy Street. Camera Adelphi Terrace, Glenelg North. Amart Club's VIP night is in store tomorrow from 5 p.m. with one night only deals like 10% back in an Amart gift card for spends over $9.99. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
28 past 4. Love your interaction. Hello, Fearless Phil.
How are you, boys?
Hey, Phil.
The two wing tackles. The AFL even going to look into them?
Well, Peatling got one, didn't he?
Yep,
had to go off.
Cummings got one that was just as bad, if not worse.
Yeah, you're right. I think
had two busted shoulders that really...
Yeah, look, I think...
They cracked down on it a few years ago, didn't they? And they haven't.
They did.
Yeah, but they haven't done it now.
Players are that strong now to try and wriggle out of a contest. And sometimes all you can do with two hands is grab one bloke's one out.
Yeah, but you don't continue on with it.
So you've got to let it go. And then he can handball it. So you're trying to get hold of the ball. So
but don't... I think in this instance, and Phil and there's been a few texts on the same thing. I think they're sort of saying, well, you didn't have to go on with it.
I thought Peatling attributed to it. He started to roll like a crocodile. He did a crocodile roll on the ground. His arm ended up behind him and inverted. I mean, so Bont had his arm, so Bont should let that go.
Well,
you know, again, you're asking players to have a level of duty of care.
But to drag someone's arm behind their back takes a bit of work, doesn't it?
Well, I think if you're deliberately doing that, you're right.
You know
but
you're
that's
doing
not, that Peatling one, I didn't think he did that. I thought Peatling on Bont was a bit more that he attributed to it. But again, it's a shade of grey.
Yeah, it is.
Bloody hard to police.
Maybe you can put it in your Like, Love, Loathe. We'll do that after 4:30. But I've got unique home-style food text from David Albin. He wants to do loathe, loathe, loathe. So not much blue sky from Dave by the sound of it.
He's funny.
Well, join in. You can call in 8223 0000. We'll do that next.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. The Port Adelaide Football Club's issued a statement condemning racist abuse directed at Jace Burgoyne online. It's hoped a new injectable drug which can gradually release Parkinson's medication could make treatment easier. It's a year since the assassination attempt on Donald Trump at a rally in Pennsylvania. And there's doubt over several Port players after their win over the Eagles. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Adelaide's a semi has lost its trail of Victoria Road near Will Street. Salisbury Park a crash, Main North Road near Millennium Drive. Paradise a burst, Watermain Lower North East Road near George Street. And McGill twisted traffic lights, St Bernard's Road near Bundy Street. Camera Adelphi Terrace, Glenelg North. Amart Club's VIP night is in store tomorrow from 5 p.m. with one night only deals like 10% back in an Amart gift card for spends over $9.99. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
A shower or two tonight and tomorrow, a high of 15. At the moment, 11. More news at 5 o'clock on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
5AA Winter Breakfast. Tom Wren and Jade Robran.
June, we've seen records break for all the wrong reasons when it comes to ramping, and we're hearing July, it's just getting even worse. Bernadette Mulholland from SA Salaried Medical Officers Association joins us. This is just rearing its ugly head over and over again.
It's really concerning about where we actually are.
Is this the worst you've seen it?
Oh, it absolutely is the worst I've seen it.
Weekday mornings from 6 on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
The passing of someone close places unique stress on family and friends. At this time, Farrell and O'Neill Funerals are here to provide reassurance and peace of mind. Farrell and O'Neill offer creative guidance and advice to tailor a service that best honours your loved one. Whether a large gathering or a small, intimate service, Farrell and O'Neill share their generations of experience in tailoring a unique and meaningful farewell. Proudly SA family-owned and operated, because it's personal.
It's Christmas in July at Wayville Hyundai. With every car delivered this month, we'll donate $100 straight to the Salvation Army Red Shield Appeal, so your new Hyundai helps Aussies in need. Plus, we're inviting you to join us by popping a donation under our Christmas tree so we can pass it on to Salvation Army. Head to our website to see how you can help make a difference. Visit wayvillehyundai.com.au and change the way you Hyundai at Wayville Hyundai.
Footy finals are nearly here, so if you're in charge of the presentation night, Aussie Ripper Roast is your MVP. And I tell you, I've experienced this. The food is magnificent and they are brilliant at what they do. Now, whether it's footy, netball, soccer, tennis, the Family Fun crew, it doesn't matter. These guys have been feeding South Australian Aussie clubs since 1997.
Think mouth-watering roasts, spit meats and classic salads served hot, fresh, buffet style. Or go big with the modern kitchen rolling up, fully serviced.
Oh,
fully serviced.
Pretty impressive stuff. Aussie Ripper Roasts have catered everything from local awards nights to full-on corporate gigs. So lock in your club's September event now because July is booking time.
AussieRipperRoast.com.au, or do it again, AussieRipperRoast, all one word, .com.au. Check them out, their menus, whatever your viable budget, they've got the gear, the team, the tongs to make it a night to remember.
Hi, I'm Steve Wormald from Walco Liners and Covers out at Paraka. We're a manufacturing business. So far as advertising, we've done a few things. Print, magazines, a couple of spots on TV, but we'd never done radio. Contacted FIVEAA and were teed up with James Wellham and thought we'd give it a go. Very much James's pitch was that quite distinct from a radio show with music. A talk show, advertising that comes in on Chat Show will be more like a testimonial. So that was quite attractive to me to give that a go and actually be personally endorsed, I suppose, by the talk show. FIVEAA is the only one in town. We gave it a go. That was 2016.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit fiveaa.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link for more information.
Like, love, loathe.
I loathe you.
Tell us what you liked, loved or loathed from the weekend of sport. Call him now, 8223 0000.
Rowey and Timmy G, the FIVEAA Sports Show.
It is 25 minutes to 5, as you just heard. Like, love, loathe. It's your chance to tell us what you liked, what you loved, and what you loathed from the weekend of sport. So call in 8223 0000. We'll get our wraps from Rowey and Timmy G very shortly from their Crows and Port Adelaide assessments from their wins on the weekend. Just a quick CLK legal injury report for you, though. Breaking, though, this afternoon. If you have just joined us, Port Adelaide have heard from them now. Jason Horne-Francis has been ruled out for this game against Hawthorn, but only this weekend at this stage, sustaining an acute fracture in his foot, and that means his timeline to return is only going to become clearer in the coming days, but it has been reported he could miss the season. Connor Rosie's been subbed out with his situation. He had a fracture in his hand. He won't require surgery, though, the club says, so he will be a test for this week, which is at least positive. And Ryan Burton has undergone a knee arthroscopy. His season could be potentially over too. So we'll see how all that lands. But just looking at it, there's 6 official players on the season-ending injury list. There could be 2 more with Burton and Horne-Francis as TBCs at this stage.
So Showdown 58's not this week, it's next week.
It is.
So they're going to rest for the Showdown the week after.
You reckon?
Oh, well, what else you got to play for?
I knew I should have done pre-season.
Oh, God. What does acute mean? Does that mean small?
Acute, yeah. Sharp.
Just a sharp, small.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
They can be nasty. We'll do the Crows played first, so I'll go first, Timmy, and then you. I'll try and keep this short.
No worries.
Crows beat the Dogs. This is a statement. They can win the flag. Of course they can. Do you want me to stop right there, do you? I'll lift the lid on you. Now, let's go here. Let's go to score sources, and I'll work back from it because it painted a picture and it's painted a bit of a trend with Adelaide, and it's painted where they need to have some work-ons and work with me. So stoppage, they scored 4 goals, 5, centre square, 2 goals, 2, turnover, 11-8. Now, that's a trend. They're number 8 for turnover scoring sources, the Crows. When they get it, they'll go at you and they'll score a goal. Dogs, on the other hand, 9-4 from stoppage. 5 goals, 1 from centre square. Now, that'll hurt you in finals. That's where it's 6 on 6 out of the centre. Can you remember seeing Bont and Libra? They're bloody good at centre square. So it was a contrasting game style, almost the exact opposite. So if I said to you Dogs win stoppage, they had great method and spread from that. They'll hurt you 1-on-1 up forward because Norton kicked 5. Darcy, I would have, Sam, dropped 5. Is that an exaggeration?
Yep, kept dropping them.
Like 30 out directly in front, just kept dropping them.
And a dirty one.
They had 55 inside 50s, so more inside 50s, more sauce, more contested ball, all of that, yet the Crows still won. And they won with their best player, Bontempelli, being BOG.
Bont is one of the best players you'll see. So we knew that was going to be a challenge. In the end, you try to limit his impact. We had a number of different things we looked at. He's always going to impact the game. It's how big that impact's going to be. And today it was not quite enough to get him over the line. So as a team, we've been able to get the job done.
They still won, and well said. They still were able to get the job done, and they got the job done by this. Their turnover game is elite, and their front 6 1-on-1, when it's delivered 1-on-1, is unstoppable, and you saw that. Crows 16 goals, Thilthorpe kicked 6, Fogg got 3, Tex got 2. Between them, 7 goal assists. So they had a hand on the next lot of goals that people got from there. 25 marks, 16 of them were inside 50. This is playing on your terms, isn't it? That's massive numbers and bloody hard to stop. That's why I'm saying, please, Tex, just keep going. Here's Nixie on the 3 tools.
If we're able to get the game on our terms, move the footy, they were going to be hard to stop, our 3 tools. And we got our chances with that. I felt we gave them the best opportunity. We talk about giving them a chance. We did that today. I mean, not taking anything away from the way they've got to do their job as well and work hard. And they did take some really strong contested marks. So it was a combination. But again, it all comes back to team. If we're there and we're all playing our role and we work as a team, well, Riley Thilthorpe's going to be pretty hard to stop.
Becoming a bit reliant on the fact that they know they can get it forward and they can get a score. We haven't mentioned Alex Neil-Bullen up and down the ground, Ben Keys up and down the ground, and Isaac Rankin now working D50, F50. It's a real weapon, that front 6. I'm giving the back 6 a tick, an absolute tick. Nick Muzzle will come in. Their midfield still needs work. You get into finals, what does our man Campo say a lot?
Midfields
win. We don't have a premiership midfield yet.
No.
We don't.
Oh, okay.
We don't. We're getting there on these numbers because they're reliant on the brilliance of that front 6. Crows will play finals. There's a statement. Crows can win the flag. There's another statement. They should finish top 4. Well, that's a guess, but another statement. They got the Suns Sunday, the showdown. They got Hawks in Tassie, and then they got Collingwood at home. What a perfect lead into finals. What an absolute... You couldn't wish for better.
Well, you want to be
finals.
playing high-intensity footy, don't you?
Yeah.
And that's going to give you that.
Now, if the team stays grounded, and it looks like they are, 1 week at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 week at a time, let bullfeds like me lift lids and carry on like pork chops. They have no injuries. Here's their work on. So centre square still needs a lot of work. That midfield still needs a bit of talent. I'll give you one name that can come back before finals. His name is M. Crouch. Have a big September. Crows fans, dare to dream. Because I don't dream. I live in that sphere.
Do you reckon Matty Crouch is coming back this year?
I think he's going to be massive in September. There you are. That's my little...
6 weeks out.
We've had more than that out.
No, sorry, I meant we've got 6 weeks
yeah.
to go.
Yeah, he's progressing.
You're saying he's going to...
Let me just tell you, he's progressing. Imagine him in that midfield.
How many games do you reckon he's got to play before finals?
Probably 2.
Is that it?
So he's got a month to get himself right and on the field and into it. And then a big September. Imagine that. Oh, Timmy, oh boy, wowee. Is that a dream? Why are you looking at me like that out of the corner of your eye?
I haven't got as much confidence in his injury as you have.
Oh, haven't you? Well, the last time I saw him down the shops, he didn't have to lean on that trolley as much. Remember we had that lady ring up the week before he was ruled out. We said, I saw him walking his kids with the trolley and he put all his weight on it. He could not walk.
There's always people who want to correct you in life, you know, and we've got another one here from John at West Lakes. The term acute in medical terms is often used to describe conditions or symptoms that have a sudden onset and require urgent attention.
Okay.
So there's a medical version of it.
I've got an acute cold, an acute cough. I get to 1 in the morning and I cough up a lung. I feel like Butsy.
Got an acute hairdo. Ready?
What was that? I've got an acute hairdo.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's very
a low blow.
Hey, no, it's in a positive term. Okay. Come on. Good. Not in that one. Now, Port Adelaide summary. 90 seconds in, Georgiades kicks his goal. I'm not lying. I reckon the players and the crowd went, all right, fill your boots up. Well, let's just sit back,
If
have a pina colada and enjoy the show.
If Rex Hunt was calling, he would have done,
That's what it felt like. Unfortunately, the West Coast didn't go to that script. They kicked the next 4 goals and they led by 25 points at half-time, kicking 6 for the quarter. And then I said the grind began, and that's what it was. Post-game, we get to do the 5AA full-time at Adelaide Oval and interviewed Joe Richards, and he agreed with me.
Yeah, it was a bit of a grind. Probably didn't start as well as what we would have hoped. Credit to them, though. They came out firing and, it was a grind. Just, had to keep grinding second, third quarter and you were 10 in the last, so good win.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty from there. A lot of missed kicks. And I got to say, some of the skill level, we were shocked at some of the names that were missed kicking. I mean, Miles Bergman had a couple of shockers. Even Willie Rioli missed a target. I don't think I've seen that since 1972. So it really
he didn't look fit.
No, it did. It looked cooked, looked gassed. Yeah, unfortunately. And it made a struggle from then on. And to get that 25-point margin and try and turn it around, they had to do something right. Now, I tried to scale through all the statistics, and the one that just shone out, everything else was sort of breaking even stuff. Clearances, 53-26. A lot of that happened after quarter time. So it's a massive difference, and that's how they got back into the game, just by sheer hard work. Shouldn't have been like that, but made it hard for themselves and got to that last quarter where Horn Francis, with said broken foot, whatever, turned it on. The minute he went into the middle, the game turned. You could see it. He started to clear the ball on the line. I thought Butters was his kamikaze self. He was outstanding, probably, hanging us into the game. I thought Rosie was good until he got injured. Joe Richards was one of his better games for the club again. A couple of really nice left foot snaps. Brandon Zerk-Thatcher's one-on-one stuff was really good, really good stuff. He got rid of his opponent, took the marks. Farrell's legs stood out. At times when he pinpointed players inside 50, you sort of go, that's what we're trying to get from everybody else, but it just wasn't there. So it was a game that had to be won. You wouldn't want to start like that in Tassie. I saw the preview Friday, and I spoke about the head-to-head with Reed and Horn Francis. Well, we heard the banter going on there, go home to mummy and the like. Well, that fired him up.
Oh, kicked the next tee, didn't he?
Out of stoppage, outstanding, and turn around and have a go. But I love that, and I reckon there's great one-on-one battles that we used to be able to count on because blokes used to stand one another. You don't get too many of them, and that was a head-to-head that we wanted to see in the preview, and it happened, and I think it's entertaining. Let's hope we see it for the next decade. So I loved all the theatre of it, and Port Adelaide now with what's ahead of them, all they got to do is try and win as many of those next 6 games as they possibly can. Keep putting experience into a lot of the lads that are going to be there next year.
Well done.
Well done, Timmy.
Can I do a correction? We've got a number of corrections.
Yes.
The Crows are playing Friday night at home versus Hawks. I might have said
the Hawthorn game. Okay. I think you got confused with the Port game.
I think so.
Yeah.
So they're Friday night. Yep, thank you.
Any other corrections?
Oh, well, the fact that I sit this chair is a correction.
Okay, that's not fair on yourself. 15-5. We're going to do our like, love, loathes after the break, and yours are included. So call in if you've got your like, love and loathe from the weekend of sport. 8223 0000. We've got a $50 Powers voucher. Let's check your traffic.
At Largs Bay, Semi has lost its trailer, Victoria Road near Wills Street, at Craich at Salisbury Park, Main North Road near Millennia Drive, Paradise and Burst Watermain, Lower North East Road near George Street, and Magilla Twisted Traffic Light getting fixed up, St Bernard's Road near Bundy's Road. Got a camera spotted to the Savo, East Terrace at Henley Beach. Guzmani Gomez's chicken mini meal, a big eat at a mini price. Mini chicken burrito with free-range chicken, fries and drink, just $12. Grab yours today at GYG. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Hey, it's Jordan Dawson here, captain of the Adelaide Football Club. I know the importance of a home ground advantage. And when it comes to building, South Australia is the home ground for Sterling Homes. For 50 years, they've been building quality homes here. So whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, if you're looking to build, look no further than Sterling Homes and get the home ground advantage today.
Australia's cheaper home batteries program is here, and it's your chance to save thousands on a new home battery system with NRG Solar. With up to 30% off a battery installation, NRG Solar can help you claim rebates worth up to $18,500. Whether you're adding a battery to existing solar or starting from scratch, this is the moment to say goodbye to your power bills for good. Visit nrgsolar.com.au or call 1300 858 160 and get ready for lower bills and real energy independence.
Now, it's great to have mates that help you out. But what if you need a ute or a van? Not too many have got one, and if they have, they're not that keen to give it to you. You need a mate like Matt from Avis Truck Rental Adelaide.
He's a ripper. Matt runs the depot at Avis Truck Rental Adelaide, and, well, he's a legend. He's not a self-confessed one. We've built him that.
Yeah.
He is. He's great. He's there all the time.
Oh, humble man.
So whether you're moving house, picking up something too big or messy for your car, or planning a family road trip, Matt at Avis Truck Rental Adelaide has you covered. Just ask, and you have to, because he's the only one that does this. The FIVEAA super duper mates rate double thumbs up cobber deal.
Yeah, do exactly that. 2 thumbs up. Matt has it all. He got moving trucks, big and small, single and dual cab utes, 4x4s with canopies, small and large vans, 12 and 22 seat buses, all the latest models, all ready for short or long-term hire.
So trust your mate. His name is Matty. He's at Avis Truck Rental Adelaide. He's always keen to help out. So jump online, avis.com.au, or call this number, 8241 5200.
Hi, Brett Ebert here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's a lot to like about Mawson Lakes Mazda. They'll take care of you with next day servicing, complimentary loan car, vacuum and wash. And your breakfast or lunch is on them. Your car gets the love too with their state-of-the-art service centre, brimming with top-trained mechanics. At Mawson Lakes Mazda, they'll look after your car and look after you. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city.
Hello, darlings. Celebrate the festive season in style at this year's Cabaret Christmas at Adelaide Convention Centre. A spectacular lineup of show-stopping entertainment with Adelaide's hottest party bands and, best of all, me, Hans, your MC. So gather your workmates or your friends as we toast the season with an all-inclusive 3-course dinner package. Don't miss Cabaret Christmas. Book now via the Adelaide Convention Centre website.
Hey, it's Lauren here from Adelaide, and if you're like me and you love a good bargain from your local chemist, check out Star Discount Chemist. They're all about great value and helping your family stay healthy. Go in store or online for click and collect and delivery. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It's 11 minutes to 5. Sam Berry from the Adelaide Crows to join us after 5 o'clock. Taking your calls now. It's our Like, Love, Loathe, 8223 0000. What did you like, what did you love, and what did you loathe from the weekend of sport?
Okay, great round of footy. What's the common theme here? Lions beat Carlton, Suns beat Pies, Crows beat Dogs, GWS beat Cats, and FIVEAA beat Hawks. That was a cracking game. All the Vic teams lost.
There it is. And that was top 8 sides playing each other.
Yeah.
And all the interstaters won.
Yeah. 5 clubs, including the Cats, the Suns, Hawthorn, Giants. Well, Suns have got a game up their sleeve, and FIVEAA are on 11 wins. It's getting tight.
That's why these wins are important.
Squeaky. Crows are third. I love that the Crows are third on the ladder. The number 2 highest scoring team with the best percentage, won the most quarters, just beat a highly fancied top 8 team, and it's the first time for some time for 8 years. Most of us saying Crows can win the flag. Boom, put that in your book and smoke it.
Okay.
Well, we can, and we do, and I have. How many times did I say it in the call?
Oh, my God,
now. I was that excited. Well, this was a game I'd penciled.
Big game.
There's another one Sunday. That's not a pencil. That's HB pencil.
Also, some news coming out in the last hour. Took Miller could be missing 3 to 4 weeks with a hamstring strain, so that's a big out for the Suns.
That's massive for them. I loathe our Australian selectors at the moment. Green at 3. That makes me spew up. But a 19-year-old lad in a T20, he's the batsman. He's had a 5th ball duck in the second test overnight. So that's 6 innings for 50 runs at 8.3. It's not good.
It's not giving me any confidence.
Is he
come the summer?
Yeah. Is he going to make our Ashes Test team? I wouldn't have thought so.
Have to have a bat off.
You couldn't do that on those numbers, could you?
Come on,
Not
Sammy. Well, that's my like, love, loathe. What's yours?
Love, loathe. I liked West Adelaide have had a tough time. They won all 4 grades on the weekend, 16s, 18s Reserves League. Congratulations. We'll have their skipper on, Isaac Johnson, after 6. Have a chat about that, so well done to the Bloods. Loathe the racial abuse from what I call gambling twits, and it's not tolerated, and I want them to follow up, as did the Basketball Australia, and get them charged with service to menace, harass or offend by using a carriage service.
Yeah.
So get it done.
Well, there's a law.
Get it done. Get charges laid. So get it happening. That's what I loathe. I love the fact that Port put the statement out and want to call it out and get this happening between the AFL, the government and the police, and get them charged. Make it happen. So we just had a gutful of saying that's enough. They're not going to stop because they do these burner accounts and the like and think they're anonymous and keep gambling because they're stupid.
Yeah, they are. Well said. But I don't get it. How do you do a burner account? I thought everything you had to have your driver's licence, your passport, or you got to have
not in that world.
Why?
Because it's.
But why?
It came out. What would you say? Without any restrictions on it, and it's just they're so big now.
So I could open a Twitter account and call myself Billy Bubbernickel, or my nickname when I was a kid was and just anonymously make any comment I want about anyone.
Put a cat's photo up there as your profile.
Yep.
Yeah. And away you go. Call myself him, she, he, it, they, pronouns, everything. I could be the exact opposite and no one would ever know my commentary.
You got it.
That is ridiculous.
Let's go to Crofers. G'day, James.
Hello, James.
G'day, it's lovely and warm up here. I've got a... Oh, God, it's freezing, even though you're closer to the sun. My loathe, like the Crows, mature win. We didn't have some of the umpiring decisions go our way. We didn't complain about it as a club, and we methodically beat a team higher than us. And I love the maturity in the win from a lot of players. Love my beloved Double Blues, another great win. We'll be convinced when we beat Glenelg's 3-headed monster on a big oval like Adelaide Oval, because they can be very, very frightening.
That's the test.
And loathe, they call July the big boy month. This is the AFL's moment. They need to put something in place that this racial vilification does not happen again. When is enough enough?
Charge them.
Make an example of someone. Put them in jail. I don't care. They have all these social inclusive rounds that they give us. Well, I don't want another one of them. Let's go to legislation and get someone locked up.
Yeah, well done, James. But we got the technology, surely. I mean, look at the weaponry we got. There's apparently satellites that can show me on the back of my boat from a zillion miles away that I've caught an undersized whiting and then send me out an invoice.
Yeah.
A fine. What? And they can't find some bloke with a burner account that's a racial pig.
There might be a want, and I reckon this has got to cause the want to get it done.
So we want racism to thrive, do we?
The want to stop it.
No, to stop
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they've got to act.
Okay. Well,
no more statements, AFL. Don't put another statement out.
No more statements.
Go to the police and say exactly what you said. How do you find these people? Let's find them and let's charge them.
Let's go.
Let's go to Malcolm at Highbury.
Okay, boys. Not a surprise that there's a satellite on your boat, Rowey.
Well, no, there's not one, but I've been told that there's this HMAS Geelong that floats out there that's got this big thing. It goes up to someone upstairs. Next minute, they've got me.
Do you remember that movie, Enemy of the State? He's the enemy of the fisheries.
Filleting an undersized whiting on the bow of my boat, Malcolm.
I loathe the women tennis final. It was a cliffhanger while they were warming up. Just the casual 6-love.
Oh, no, that was awful.
Not a Wimbledon final scoreline. Love the standard of the Crows Bulldogs game. Loathe the standard of the Richmond Essendon game. And love the Port's injuries because that helps Nord's chances of winning the most important trophy in world sport, as you well know, Timmy G, the Williams Gallagher Cup.
Very kind of you,
well done.
Malcolm. Very kind of you.
Malcolm, well done. That's good. Love, like, loathe.
There it
yours.
is.
Yep, call in. We've still got time in the show. 8223 0000 is the number. Very soon we'll speak Wimbledon with Craig Gabriel. We'll head to West Adelaide, speak to their captain, Isaac Johnson. But next, on the other side of the 5 o'clock news, Sam Berry from the Adelaide Crows.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Kangaroo Island. It's closer than you think.
Wilder than you know. More than you imagined. This winter, get a free night on selected 3 and 4 night stays. Book your Kangaroo Island ferry and accommodation at sealink.com.au or call 13 13 01 today. Terms and conditions apply.
Imagine clicking your fingers and bam, dinner's done. That's the magic of Local Kitchen Co. Their home-style meals are cooked fresh daily using the finest seasonal produce South Australia has to offer. Menus change weekly, so there's always new flavours to try. And with portion sizes for singles, couples and families, there's something for everyone. To see this week's menu, search Local Kitchen Co. or drop into one of their 3 locations, Malvern, Parkside or Glenelg. Local Kitchen Co. More than just local.
Well, Justin and the entire team at Barossa Volkswagen, they believe in a real test drive. Should not include traffic jams, stop lights, keep left signals, road rage, all that stuff. At Barossa Volkswagen, you glide through the vineyards. You say, you know what, I might stop here and go and get a little tasty. And you can cruise around the gravel roads, do a couple little snakies.
Now, if you want...
Go off-road in that Amarok.
I tell you now, why don't you check out the all-new Tiguan demo models? This is awesome. You can take it home at night. They're all fueled up, ready to go, and it'll be the best road test you'll ever take in the beautiful Barossa.
Yeah, and the other great thing is when you do buy that road-tested Tiguan or Amarok or whatever you want
demo model
from VW, Barossa Volkswagen, you get to do your service down there. So they'll either pick you up, drop it off, come down, have a weekend. You can make a weekend for 2 weekends a year.
Around your service, how good.
To get your service.
What an excuse to go to the Barossa.
Well, you don't need one.
There it is.
Yes, you do.
Need to get the car serviced.
Buy a brand new Tiguan.
How come you come back Monday?
Exactly. So head to barossavolkswagen.com.au, point your nose north. It's just 50 minutes from Metro Adelaide. Take a real test drive or book your car in for a service. You can do that anytime.
Anytime.
Great team. Love this team. Barossa Volkswagen, city service, country feels.
When you think of single malt Scotch whisky, you might imagine Scotland's green hills, her fresh babbling brooks, and rows of oak barrels. But you can get the same feeling right here in Adelaide when you walk down the aisles at Powell's. Sam and Jamie from Parafield Airport Liquor Store know every drop on the shelf. They can guide you through Scotland's best whisky labels and the best from around the globe, all under one roof. Parafield Airport Liquor Store. Powell's, next to Roulette's Tavern, Kings Road, Parafield.
At IGA, we've got specials that are special to you. Like Bird's Eye oven-baked fish fillets, 425 grams, selected varieties, $6 each, half price. IGA, you can't beat local. Offer ends July 15. Participating stores only. Excludes Foodland.
When it comes to flooring, you've got the world at your feet at Floor World. Floor World has serious purchasing power, keeping prices low on a huge range of flooring options. There's wool and synthetic carpets, engineered timber flooring, laminate, hybrid and vinyl flooring, even plantation shutters and blinds. Visit one of our 4 locations at Jebbs Cross Homemaker HQ, 1027 Port Road, Cheltenham, 60 The Parade in Norwood, and Manopara Shopping Centre HQ. Plus, mention this ad for 15% off.
The latest local, national and international news for South Australia. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
A shower or two tonight and tomorrow, a high of 15. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig. Racism has reared its head in football again. The AFL Integrity Unit's investigating racist messages sent to 2 Indigenous players. Port's Jace Burgoyne and St Kilda's Naziah Wanganeen-Miller were targeted yesterday via direct message on Instagram. Power skipper Connor Rosie is supporting his teammate and says it's got to stop.
When we talk about these sort of issues, I probably think some people overreact a little bit, but I think it's important, you know, what Jason and Naziah did over the last day or so to really call out exactly what happened and to show people what is the reality of the situation.
SA's health system is buckling under the pressure only weeks into winter. It's been revealed a man in his 70s died on the weekend waiting for an ambulance. Paul Eckelboom from the Ambulance Employees Association says sadly he couldn't be revived.
We had a single crew respond to a case way down south and they were the only crew that was upgraded to a priority 1 cardiac arrest. They were on scene for 16 to 20 minutes on their own, with some bystanders helping to do some CPR before another crew could be released to help assist them.
A Victorian woman who worked alongside accused childcare rapist Joshua Brown has revealed she made complaints about his behaviour 2 years before he was arrested. The pair worked together at a childcare centre in Point Cook in 2017. She says she raised concerns with her managers 4 times.
I know that he was given an official warning at the centre at the time for being very aggressive towards children. He would always stand over children, a lot of screaming and yelling at them. I did pull him aside a couple of times and have that conversation with him that that's definitely not okay.
Treasurer Jim Chalmers is confident the Albanese government can achieve its signature housing pledge despite advice suggesting it won't. Labor's promised to build 1.2 million new homes over the next 5 years. But a leaked Treasury document suggests the target won't be reached and the government should come up with an alternative plan. Dr Chalmers believes the homes will be built.
What's happened here is a Treasury official has sent those documents in error. That sort of thing happens from time to time. I'm pretty relaxed about it, to be honest. We've already made it really clear that we will need to do more to meet our housing targets.
And the Prime Minister's coy as to whether he'll raise the Port of Darwin when he meets Chinese President Xi Jinping tomorrow. Ahead of the May election, Anthony Albanese pledged to bring the port back into Australian hands. It's currently leased to a Chinese company, but the PM believes it's in the national interest to have a local owner. A huge 33-storey student housing tower on North Terrace has been given the green light. It'll be built behind the heritage-listed Trinity Church and will offer 1,000 rooms to international and Australian students from 2028. It'll be the city's largest purpose-built student accommodation development. A weekly injectable drug has been developed which could simplify treatment for Parkinson's disease. Sasha Foote reports.
Scientists at the University of South Australia say the formulation delivers a steady dose of 2 key medications for Parkinson's over 7 days. It's injected under the skin or into muscle tissue. The disease is currently managed with oral medications taken several times a day. Researchers hope to start clinical trials of the injectable drug in the near future.
Now turning to 5AA Sport.
At Barossa Valley Volkswagen, you can take a real test drive. barossavolkswagen.com.au.
The injury woes continue for Port Adelaide. Jason Horne-Francis has a fracture in his foot. He'll be out for at least 1 week. Ryan Burton's had a knee arthroscopy and is also doubtful. And Connor Rowey has a fracture in his hand. Luckily, he doesn't need surgery and will be tested this week ahead of the trip to Tassie to play Hawthorn. World number 1 Yannick Sinner is celebrating after winning the Wimbledon men's final. More from Craig Gabriel.
Yannick Sinner has redemption. He's the first Italian to win Wimbledon. He's defeated Carlos Alcaraz 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 in 3 hours 4 minutes. 35 days after losing one of the great finals, Sinner has turned things around. You wondered if the French Open was going to be a repeat. Sinner was up a break in the first, but Alcaraz rallied to win that set. This time, Sinner kept coming back and victory was his.
And the Aussies are 6 for 99 going into day 3 of the third test against the West Indies. That's a lead of 181 runs. Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Largs Bay, Semi has lost its trailer Victoria Road near Will Street. Andrews Farmer crashed the Northern Expressway near the Curtis Road ramp. Another collision at Davram Park, Wamma Road near Peachy Road. McGill twisted traffic light, St Bernard's Road near Bundy Street with the camera Candy Road, O'Halloran Hill. Set sail in style with Flight Centre's luxury cruise sale and save up to 40%. River cruises, ocean voyages and expedition journeys all on sale until July 27. Book now at Flight Centre. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotaMaterialHandling.com.au.
Showers tonight down to 8, a shower or 2 tomorrow, a high of 15. Wednesday, a shower or 2, 16. Easing on Thursday, also 16. At the moment, 11. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Rackless. Tonight, a South Australian AFL star, one of 2 players, targeted in an horrific online racist attack. Will police be called in? The Aussies taking a career break well before their golden years. What are the risks and can it be done? And our nation's pricey passports. Just how much more travellers here are being slugged. 9 News. Your news. 9th at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
Setting the agenda for South Australia. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Welcome back. It is 6 after 5 here on our Monday footy review. Still plenty to come on the show. We'll speak to Isaac Johnson from the winning West Adelaide Bloods very shortly on the show. Wimbledon will cross there. 2 massive finals on the weekend. Craig Gabriel will chat with us. He's been there across the entire 2 weeks. And we're taking your calls as well. 8223 0000. What's excited you? What's frustrated you? We'd love to get all your calls on the air for a $50 Powers voucher for our best caller tonight. Let's chat to the Crows. Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the goal square, you can customise your build with Sterling Homes.
Well, I wanted to say Crows were all over the Bulldogs, but then when you look at the numbers, they weren't, because the midfield, they actually got beaten and they scored from that source from stoppage and centre square. But, it was a great win. It was a high-quality game under that lid, whizzing up and down the ground. Joining us is one of our inside midfielders who's really made a spot for himself. I speak of Sam Berry. Sam, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Rod. Thanks for having me on, mate.
Hey, good man. Hey, can I start with Butsy? What's the latest?
I believe the latest is it was the collapsed lung or punctured lung.
Yeah.
So pretty nasty stuff. So, he's just been in hospital the last couple of days. The big fella rested up and, I think just organising when to come back to Adelaide.
Okay, so he's out of hospital and I believe he's going to drive home.
Yeah, I think he's not allowed to fly for a little period.
Okay.
A couple of weeks. So, he's got to hit the road. So I'll be lucky the game wasn't in Perth.
Yeah, so we don't know how it happened.
No, I'm not sure. I have honestly no idea. I didn't realise until half time or whatever it was that Butsy was actually off the ground. So it's pretty nasty stuff. Sounds pretty freakish in the whole manner.
Yeah, well, I hope he's okay. That's a nasty little injury, that one. Bulldogs got you around the contest. If you just look at the numbers, they won the clearance and centre score. They scored from it too. They got 5 goals straight out of centre square, Sammy. If there is a work on, that would be it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we touched on that one today. I think it was, our worst score there for a long time that we allowed. For us, it's just getting back to our system and getting back to roles. And, they're a very good centre bounce team. I think they're number one in the comp, and they have been for a long time. They gave us a bit of a bath in that area.
Well, at least it's something that you're aware of. You can coach and train and get better, because a lot of it was just a little bit slack, I thought. Yeah. Having said that, you still won the game, but you got them on turnover. To kick 11-8 against a team like that's elite numbers, Sammy.
Yeah, I think it starts with our backs. They've been rock solid for a fair period now. Just the ability to win the ball and transition. I think the team's in sync at the minute. We've been scoring pretty well from turnover. I think there's a lot of areas that go into it. I think the main one's probably we're connected in that space, and as I said, the backs working really well together and using the ball well. That was pleasing coming out of the weekend.
Hey, Sam, congratulations on the win. Was it too much of a shootout, or are you happy to win like that?
Ideally, you don't want them to be scoring that much. And especially late. I think, we allowed a few goals. I don't know how many we allowed in the last, probably 8 minutes of the game, which is, a little bit disappointing to, probably the fans as well. We're hoping we could put it away a bit earlier so you can hold your breath a bit more. But, it's probably a little bit too high. And as Rowey touched on, that score from stoppage was a big one. And I think if you take 4 of those 5 goals out of CB, then it's a very different game.
I think you set it up. 32 points up before they had that little run at the end there. So I think the game always looked like you guys
were in control.
And I think that probably flattered them in the end. I was speaking about yourself. Your ears might have been burning, Sam, but in the interviews we've been doing in recent weeks, I spoke to VB as well. I just said I admired your persistence, and in early weeks you weren't getting a game, and it's difficult when you're playing good football, and you were in the sample, waiting for that opportunity to come, and of course when it has, you've been able to take it, and that's a real credit to yourself.
No, thank you. I think having someone like VV is so great. I think he was kind of telling me, pre-season, I kind of knew that I wasn't going to be in the starting team, which is a little bit challenging. But I think just going and sitting down with VV, he'd kind of say that you're probably still in the best form that you've ever been in, but it's just hard not to lose track of it because you're not in the team. So just stick at it, and it will open up, and things happen in footy, whether it's injuries and form. So you just got to stick at it, and a lot of it's probably mindset, just staying positive and just trying to perform every week, whether it is SANFL or AFL.
Need to be there at the pointy end now, Sammy, and that's you think, what actually is your role? You're fantastic on the inside, but God, you can hurt opposition on the outside. You're very neat around goal. You can kick a goal, can sneak a goal, good above your head. What are they asking you to do?
Yeah, I think it's, just play the game and see what it gives you. But, I've probably had to work on a bit of my kicking and I guess my disposal efficiency over the past few years. And that's something that is getting better. I think it's just, the weekend wasn't my greatest game. But it's just, keep showing up and keep giving yourself opportunities and back yourself in, I guess is the main message. And I think that's for everyone in the team. Just keep being confident and bring what you bring. And, everyone will have your back for it.
Yeah, my word. And role players are very important. You're better than that. You never let them down, that's for sure. Are you a dreamer?
I'm a dreamer, Rowey.
Yeah, I think I am. Well, I'm allowed to be. You're a player, you're not. And I ask you that because I know you'll all live in the now. You got Suns this week, then you Port, you got Hawthorn at home, and you got all that coming up. But I know when I played, when I knew my team was good enough, you could go all the way, and it could have been round 5, round 10, round 1. In Kim's case, is probably before the Bulls bounce of the season. There's a time where every player knows you can go all the way. Have you dared to think that that's reality for the team? Is there enough of you thinking that way?
Look, I think it's a dangerous way to think at times. I think a big message for us is process is what gets you there, and then obviously outcomes happen off the back of that. So I think just kind of sticking to it. And sticking to the process, which I know it sounds like a generic footballer 1 week at a time, but it really is, and every week's big. Like this game's massive. Obviously, Gold Coast just knocked off the top team in the comp. So, and then got us done last time we played them. So I think it's just you have to think 1 week at a time, and it's a great challenge. And we obviously had our review today, but focus has moved on to them.
Yeah, and I get that, and it's great living in the now, but again, you're going to play finals, you're going to finish hopefully top 4, you're going to have to play a team, to go through the next week, or you're out. You don't want expectation, you don't want to be spooked come September, Sam, as a team, is I guess what I'm getting at. It's coming, and expectation's coming, Sam, trust me.
Yeah, no, that's it. I think that, as a player, the big thing is just probably not trying too hard.
Yeah.
And doing your role and being connected and doing the things that work. But it's exciting, Rowey, that we're in this position where we are now. But I think we're all pumped to just keep trying to win some games of football because winning's fun. And just see what we can do.
Yeah, well, you've been there through the real bad times. It was 2000, I think, you finished bottom. I mean, there were been some horrendous losses, horrendous years. Last year was awful. You got to enjoy the good times, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think the big thing as well is just trying to keep it consistent as well.
Good.
And not changing. This year whether it is win or losses, knowing the things that work for us. And just to continue to keep doing it. I think, that's a big thing now that we've spoken about as players is, complacency and being diligent with whatever you do that individually gets you ready for a weekend.
Hey, Sam, Bontempelli, super impressive. You get to see this show close up. Just how good is the guy?
No, he's just a freak, isn't he? Yeah, he's one of those players still that when you play against him, you go, yeah, geez, you are a serious footballer. So yeah, it's an honour taking the field to go up against him, and he put on another show on the weekend. Probably played too well, but yeah, no, he's a serious player.
We're interactive here, unique home-style food techs. Ben and Josh, they still wearing their steel-studded boots.
Oh.
Now, I wanted to ask this to you, though, Sam, seriously. Are there two types of boots? Because when Rowey and I played, we could wear what they called a turf boot, like grass cat, during the summer. Then we'd have a moulded sole for a good day. And then we had a screw-in boot, which was for wet conditions now, and the ground being really soft. Are there two type of boots for you guys or not?
No, I think pretty much boots now are basically...
They're moulded sole, that's it.
Yeah, generally. And obviously the metal studs have been banned for a few years.
Yeah, but is that to assist keeping your feet? That's what I would imagine they're doing that for.
Well, yeah, I think that's the purpose of wearing the metals. But obviously, I think in our game, they're just too dangerous, considering there's no padding like there is in soccer. I think it was the Isaac Kleiner injury a few years ago where his shin split open. So, they're obviously banned. And whether individuals think that there's an advantage in them doesn't really matter anymore. Clearly not allowed to wear them.
Hey, Suns Sunday, what a cracker to look forward to, Sam.
Yeah, very exciting, Rowey.
Isn't it?
It's going to be a good game. I think very quality opposition. Obviously at home, which is nice. So I think it's going to be a good game.
Well done. Sammy, you belong, mate. You've not ever let the team down. Just keep on keeping on, keep improving, keep working on the kick and all those things that you need to, because you grunt, you tackle, you harass. I know on a losing stoppage, you're the first one to cover and spread and get after the opposition. That's bloody important because it is the sum of all those parts. Sammy, love your footy, mate. Keep it up and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, well done, Sam Berry. And it is hard when the coach is, look, you're not in our best 22. Things can happen.
Well, that's why I brought it up. I thought he persisted really well.
He did.
And just kept playing good football. And then when a gap comes, you're ready.
Kabang.
And you're in form.
Yeah, that's it. Sam Berry, our guest.
Whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the goal square, customise your build with Sterling Homes. Just some breaking news out of the MRO. So you might have seen over the weekend Tristan Sherry up against Tom Sparrow. There was an incident at a ruck contest in the forward pocket where basically he's got a stray arm after the ruck contest and sort of taken out Sparrow with a bit of a leading arm. It was
clean out.
Yeah. Now, I'd love your judgments quickly. Do you think it was accidental on purpose? Was it worthy
of a swing arm?
All right, 3 weeks he's just been given.
We knocked him clean motherless out. He was unconscious. He didn't have to shoot his hand out there, so he's followed up a ruck knock. Swallows come in with his back to the boundary line, straight forward to centre, and as a ruckman does, follows on, and then he just whacked him fair in the scone. Now, when immediately the opposition, and Gawn's quite a timid fella, went after the ruckman straight away. He said, mate, you didn't need to do that. That was a swinging arm. That's 3 weeks.
And I've got to say,
do you agree, Timmy?
That's more avoidable than Paul Curtis's tackle on
100%.
Josh Sin.
Yep.
And they get the same penalty.
Yeah, exactly.
And some big fines coming out of yesterday's Port Adelaide West Coast game. A couple, one on Jace Burgoyne for tripping. He's been given a $3,000 fine. That was against Matt Lowies.
Can I guess another player?
Go on.
Is there a Zach Butters in there?
There isn't a Zach Butters in there, actually. But there are two players who went head-to-head. Jason Horne-Francis got a striking fine, $1,500 against Jack Hutchinson in the last quarter. But Harley Reid, for a trip on Travis Boak, has been given a $10,000 sanction.
Wow.
Now, I'm not quite sure. It must be that it's added up. He's had a few instances and it was something now. But $10,000 for a trip on Travis Boak.
But a deliberate trip normally brings about a suspension, does it not?
So, anyway, that's the MRO. So that's the update just from the AFL just now. It's 20 after 5. Your calls, welcome after this break, 8223 0000. First, though, let's check your roads.
Afternoon at Andrews Farm. A car has smashed into a barrier. It's on the Northern Expressway near the Curtis Road ramp. Almost a standstill through there at the moment, so give yourself some extra time. Got to head that way. Largs Bay, semi-trailer has lost its trailer. Victoria Road near Will Street and Manningham. Breakdown causing big delays. Hampstead Road near Taunton Road. Camera 2 tonight, Jetty Road, Largs Bay. Harvey Norman 10 days of deals ends today. Get the best deals on TVs, fridges, vacuums, laptops, mobiles and more in-store and online. Hurry, ends today at Harvey Norman. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Willington. Understaffing in our hospitals is harming you and me. We urgently need a workforce plan to identify the right number of doctors for each of our hospitals and health services. And we need fair wages and conditions to attract and keep doctors so you can access care when you need it. Help make our health system safer for you and safer for me. Visit safermedicalstaffing.com.au. Authorised by Dr. Laura Willington, President, South Australian Salaried Medical Officers Association, Adelaide.
Steinborner Automotive has always been well worth the trip. From 1 to 9 yards across the Barossa, Clare and, of course, Gawler. You can get new and demo Ford Rangers in Clare, Mitsubishi Outlanders, Hyundai Hybrids and Mazda CX-5 in Nuriutpa, Jack Utes in Gawler, plus over 300 certified used vehicles in stock. Head to one of Steinborner's 9 locations or view the whole range at steinborner.com.au. Steinborner Automotive. It's well worth the trip.
Now, if you smash a car or truck windscreen, call the Big Red Koala Complete Windscreens, 220 Main North Road, Prospect, on this number.
8269 4444.
Beautiful, Timmy.
You do big trucks as well, do you?
Oh, we do everything, mate. We do same-day, 24-hour emergency glass repairs. Now, how? You ask yourself how. Well, we've got 14 mobile technicians.
Wow.
All got their own heated masks with all the tools. Get the glass and off they go. Got 4 ADAS calibration techs as well. No one else has got that.
Right.
We cut the glass, we polish it, we do chip repair. Have the state's biggest smart glass range. Because as you know, we import our own glass and we do that. And
I never knew glass could be smart until I met you.
There you go, because it's got antennas in it. It's got rain sensors, ADAS, head-up display. Do I need to go on? Mate, it's not like it was in the past, just a couple of pieces of lemonade glass in the front.
Yeah.
No. So if you have a fleet car or you're insured, you can pick your repairer of choice. Now, we're South Australian. The other big ones aren't. We are South Australian. So pick an SA company, the Big Red Koala, called Complete Windscreens, 220 Main North Road, Prospect, on this number, Timmy G.
8269 4444.
Why are we here? What is the nature of reality? Do I really need all that data to listen to history podcasts?
Question everything.
Especially your telco plan. Get the data you need at low prices with Aldi Mobile.
Kangaroo Island. It's closer than you think. Wilder than you know. More than you imagined. This winter, get a free night on selected 3 and 4 night stays. Book your Kangaroo Island ferry and accommodation at sealink.com.au or call 13 13 01 today. Terms and conditions apply.
Belinda has just bought a stand-up paddleboard from Marketplace. Woohoo! It was a bargain, and so was the hall stand. Belinda has a Camry, and yes, she's got a problem. Lucky for Belinda, Avis Truck Rental Adelaide has trucks, lots of them, and she can drive an Avis truck with a car licence. Turn got a problem into not a problem with Avis Truck Rental Adelaide. Open 7 days, 416 Port Road, West Hindmarsh. 8241 5200.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
It's 25 minutes after 5. Taking your calls here on the show, 8223 0000. And, of course, we've got great tickets to give away on the show. If you'd like a family pass to get along to the upcoming Let's Go SA Caravan and Outdoor Sale, it's South Australia's caravan camping and outdoor sale back next week, July 24 to 27 at the Adelaide Showgrounds. You can get your tickets online or you can call in right now, 8223 0055. Love to get you there.
Yeah, and we'd love your calls too. We're interactive. We've still got the Like, Love, Loathe going. You might want to have a chat about, I don't know, Harley Reid v. Jason Horne-Francis. We've had some great one-on-ones, haven't we? Great one-on-one battles.
I remember as a kid the absolute enthusiasm around the fact that Russell Ebert might stand Barry Robran. Now, you used to think might be in the middle, and then you go and watch a game and Barry might play forward or, and they wouldn't actually cross over. Then one day, Russell played centre-half back on Barry Robran. It was one of the great games to ever see.
One-on-one battles.
One-on-one battle, and it was just brilliant. And the Horn Francis and Harley Reid, we don't see a lot of that stuff these days, but to go head-to-head, have those clashes was awesome. It reminded me of the old days when you used to have those one-on-ones. Greg Williams and Macca in that state game.
State of Origin.
Fantastic stuff.
One-on-one battles. There was always a good battle between Carey and Jakovic for West Coast.
Yes.
Because they were always around the mark. So 8223 0000, what's a one-on-one battle that you love? What are one-on-one battles that you'd love to see? You know, every time Thilthorpe now plays Gold Coast Sun.
Oh,
Who
Mac
was that?
Andrews.
Mac Andrews.
Yeah.
Jade Robin mentioned that to me today. I forgot about that.
It's a good one.
Imagine looking forward to that on Sunday.
Yeah.
Mac Andrew on Riley Thilthorpe. Now, that's a one-on-one battle.
That's the battles that I reckon bring people to the games.
Yes.
There's a good one. Maria. Wayne Marnie v. Scott Salisbury.
That's a battle. One-on-one battles. We'd love to hear from you. 8223 0000. Hello, Trev.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Good, Trev.
Something funny and something serious about the Port game. I was on television about halfway through the last quarter. The bloke was about to take off with the ball, and the female umpire, she says, "Mine, honey, give it back."
Really? Could you hear that?
Yeah, you could hear it.
Wow.
And you could hear most of the call. And this is, I don't know what TV station Roo is tied with, but he was calling the game, right? But one thing about her, when she bouncing the ball, she was great. But when she threw it up, it was like the angle of a fishing rod hanging out of a boat.
Oh.
It would go slightly one way.
Okay. I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't pick it up myself. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Thanks, Trev. That's very observant.
Very sharp. I like it. Let's go to Blakeview. G'day, Doug.
Doug.
Yeah, g'day, guys. I got a like, love and loathe. I really liked Riley O'Brien's effort in his work rate. I really rate Tim English as a ruckman and Sean Darcy as a forward. And I thought Rob worked hard to get back and act as a tall defender when he could. So I really liked his effort there. I loved the Crows win in Melbourne. I thought it's going to be a tough game against the Western Bulldogs, but we got the job done. And my loathe is Yannick Sinner winning Wimbledon after his, what did he have, a 2-week suspension when it should have been 2 years. I'm pretty disappointed with that.
Yeah, no, well done, Dougie. There's some good ones there. Like, love, loathe. Keep going to 6. Gary McIntosh versus the whole of Ireland.
1984. Classic. That is so true.
Tony Modra and Big Mickey Martin.
Yeah, that was
a good one. They used to always stand each other, didn't they?
Yeah.
What are some of the big one-on-one battles? You might have had some in your own sport at your own level.
I like Peters. He said Joe Frazier and Cassius Clay right back when he was Cassius K, Muhammad Ali, when they first fought and the like. Oh, gee, they had 3 unbelievable fights. They were incredible. That's great, Pete. Well done. Good one-on-one, that one.
Tim Evans and Craig Baum.
In the 84 grand final.
Beat Tim? We did in the 84.
Yeah, well, it's funny, you know.
He's kicked over 1,000 goals, Tim Evans.
Tim Evans kicked 4 goals, 6 that day.
Oh, God, imagine if it was 6-4.
You win.
Yeah, well, you do.
You win, so, yeah. It's
10 shots at goal.
Yeah, 10 shots at goal.
Where is he? Can we do him for Where Are They Now?
No, he doesn't do that
Is
media sort of stuff anymore. Yeah,
Does he live in Adelaide?
In the hills. Yeah,
Does
in the hills. Yeah. I love the Rebel. The big Burger King, as they used to call him.
The Rebel,
classic.
why the Rebel?
Oh, that was his nickname. I don't know where it came from.
Without a cause.
When I walked in the room, they used to call him Rebel. So,
and why Burger King?
Well, he looked like the Burger King that used to be on the advert for Hungry Jack's. Do you remember it?
Oh, you kidding.
That's where that came from, because he had a big beard, red beard. It was a classic. Yeah.
God, was he a player?
Oh, I'm like immovable when it was in one-on-one.
We get that many requests for him for Where Are They Now?
Huge.
Do you want me to ring him? Never met him, but I'll ring him.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Well, he's not answering your calls.
I haven't got a phone number. I haven't got his phone number.
So is he that aloof?
Little Timbo, he used to call me.
Little Timbo.
And I said, "Do you want to be Mr. Evans?" That'll be nice, Timbo.
Well, then there you go. Who wants us to get Tim Evans on for Where Are They Now?
We all want him.
Give us another suggestion.
Yeah. But
Tim
the one-on-one
Evans.
battle would be good.
Pressure.
Imagine if we could get a one-on-one battle on. Together.
Now we're thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine that.
One-on-one battles.
Great player rivalries.
Give us some suggestions.
Player rivalries, all that.
8223 0000. Lines are open. We'll take all your calls after the headlines.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. Port Adelaide is calling for governments to demand accountability and action from social media platforms after Jace Burgoyne was racially abused online. Treasury has advised the Albanese government to raise taxes and cut spending to get Australia's budget back on track. A German backpacker rescued after 12 days in the WA outback says she was in a state of confusion when she left her car behind. And North Melbourne ruckman Tristan Sherry has been handed a 3-game ban for striking. Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Andrews Farm, car has smashed into a barrier on the Northern Expressway near the Curtis Road ramp. Almost a standstill, pretty slow through there. Largs Bay, semi-lost its trailer, Victoria Road near Will Street, and Manningham a breakdown on Hampstead Road near Taunton Road. Busy at the moment, South Road, Clovelly Park with the camera, Grand Scully Road at Chandler's Hill. There's $1,000 to win every day with Sea Coffee at OTR. Simply scan the OTR app for your chance to win. T's and C's apply. OTR, making life easy. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
A shower or two tonight and tomorrow, a high of 15. At the moment, 11. More news at 6 o'clock on 5AA, always Adelaide.
5AA Winter Breakfast. Tom Wren and Jade Robran.
In the first fortnight of South Australia's knife amnesty, nearly 500 weapons, including swords, machetes and ninja stars, have been anonymously handed in.
I'm all for this. I had a family member had a knife pulled on them only a couple of weeks ago and rocked our family, to be honest, so I'm all for this.
Weekday mornings from 6 on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
At Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, the swear jar takes on a whole new meaning. It's about their pledge to do everything they can to make your bathroom or kitchen renovation experience the best it can possibly be. It's a commitment their entire business takes seriously, from their incredible design team through to their selections and tradespeople. Every person at Buy Urban is invested. They swear by it. Buy Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, Adelaide's home renovation experts.
Get out there and give it heaps in the new Mazda BT50. Take on the toughest terrain and the biggest weekends in the top-of-the-range Mazda BT50 SP, now from $67,990 drive away. Or get the job done with the worksite-ready BT50 XT 4x4 dual-cab pickup, now from $54,990 drive away. Visit your local Mazda dealer and drive away today. T's and C's apply. See Mazda.com.au for details.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. From the boardroom to the ballroom, from the hills to the beach. Your Say Group Catering will cater for any event. YourSayGroup.com.au.
Okie dokie. Aussies love the ocean. I know I do. The sound of crashing waves, the sight of storms over the water, the setting sun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. You are blessed if you live in a capital city where there's a setting sun, let alone a surf club. Right at the top, there's this magnificent ocean bar and kitchen.
Absolutely.
And then you get salt in your gills.
Oh, yeah. Ocean bar and kitchen, that's what they're all about, enjoying delicious dishes. You can just have a drink if you want. The unbeatable views at Henley Beach are incredible. The balcony's heated, so you got no problems there this time of year. And it's from inside through to the ceiling to floor glass walls.
I love the atmosphere. I love the people, the food and the service. Last time we were there together, luckily there was a lift because I'd have never got down those stairs.
Which is good.
They're great restaurants that have lifts, aren't they? Brilliant. So enjoy the sights, the sounds and the feel of the ocean, plus the taste of mouth-watering menu, including pasta, seafood, scrumptious snacks, and a huge range of cocktails and wines. You can go and get a magnificent cocktail made, just sit on the balcony and get some tapas. Just get a couple of oysters.
And they'll tell you how to pair it up.
And a couple of canapes.
Very nice.
What are they called?
Canapes as well.
Those little bloody fancy
and don't forget the
things.
pasta aplenty night on Wednesdays.
There you go.
Okay, this Wednesday, pasta aplenty. Now, add some live music on a Friday. It's the perfect destination for your next lunch, dinner or after work function. Get in there. They cater for all sorts of events, weddings, engagements, christenings, birthdays, you name it. Ocean Bar and Kitchen. It's located at the top of the Henley Surf Life Saving Club, open 11:30 till late.
Today's reverse ducted air conditioning systems offer so much more than just an on-off switch, which is why REQ Air Conditioning will spend as much time as you need to get familiar with all the functions and controls of your new system. It means you'll get the most out of it from the very start. No guesswork required. Stay cool, stay warm, save money and master the remote with REQ Air Conditioning and Energy Solutions. Google REQ Air Conditioning for a free in-home quote.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It's 24 minutes to 6. We are on air. Wimbledon is where we're going to go very shortly before 6 o'clock with Craig Gabriel for 9. He's been outstanding. Of course, Yannick Sinner and Iga Swiatek champions over the weekend. Isaac Johnson from West Adelaide, the captain, with a win over the Eagles on the weekend. And your calls, of course, 8223 0000 $50 Pals voucher tonight.
Don't mix antibiotics with a bean diet. Oh. Sorry, Timmy. Cook got knocked out.
I'm thinking
Cook
about
got
making a
knocked out.
complaint.
No, I want to ask this question.
To Fair Work.
Yeah.
Ranella Hyundai live stream's got some
They're all
faces.
unionists. Hey, young Cook got knocked out. It was a very courageous contest between two players. Lobb was the bigger of the two, and they hit heads. Like, they absolutely hit heads. So Cook's off with an absolute shiner, gets tested with the what do you call it? The HIA, whatever the hell it is.
Yep, the protocols.
The protocols, he goes into that. Lobb did not even have a doctor attend the field, stayed on the field, played the rest of the game. So how could two Roosters hit heads? Now, is there such a thing as a hard part of the head and the soft part of the head, Timmy?
Oh, you wouldn't want to get to hit underneath the chin.
No, but I'm talking about a concussion or temple, okay. So Cookie was more his left eye, like right above his left eye. And the other bloke was more the, would you call it the crown of his head?
Yeah, you would say forehead.
But both of them have gone down absolutely knocked senseless.
Yeah, so Cook turns his head at the last minute and cops the forehead of Lobb.
Above his brow.
And unfortunately, anywhere near that temple is a lot more dangerous.
But I think that's
I'm with you.
weird
He should have been tested. He should have gone through everything.
Of course he should have. Now, there's no case to answer. Lobb won't get games or anything like that, but that's two players that hit heads.
I want to go back. What did Port Adelaide cop? $50,000 fine for not doing it on a Lear?
They did. They did.
Yep.
They did.
That's very similar.
You might want to talk about that, 8223 0000. And the other one, Eagles utility Jack Graham. He's a premiership player at Richmond. Went over to the Eagles. He's actually a South Australian lad.
Yeah.
Great lad. He's banned himself, if you like, for 4 weeks for self-reporting a homophobic slur versus a GWS Giant player. So he must have woken up after the game and thought, oh, gee, I shouldn't have said that. No one reported anything. So he goes to his club and he said, look, I called Timmy
XYZ.
Insert here homophobic slur. It wouldn't be too hard to work what that was. The club then tells the AFL immediately, and then after that he gets a 4-game suspension. Here's Eagles coach Andrew McQualter.
Jack clearly made a mistake, owned his mistake. Jack's a really good person. I've known him for a very long time. This is an error on Jack's behalf, and he understands that it doesn't align with the values of our club. He used one word that was a mistake, and he's copping a serious punishment for that word, and he understands that that's right.
Now that's a massive deterrent. Now, if I'm a player, and you're either honest, you have integrity, or you don't. If I'm a player and I'm in that same situation now, I'm not going to say a bloody word.
Well,
Well, he's got 4 weeks. So if you would have self-reported, I would have thought, well, okay, take off 25%. I don't know. Take off a game.
Well, they do that in the courts about early pleas.
Early play. Well, he self-reported. No one
like
said
an
a
early
word.
play.
That's exactly right. Finlayson got 3. And it was there for everyone to see.
Yep.
He didn't self-report. He said sorry and made a little statement. This lad, because he's a ripper, and most AFL players are, self-reported, and he gets 4. So if I'm a player, I'm going, I'm going to ring my manager. Hey, should I self-report? I might have called someone a... But
what
said, mate, nah.
What it goes back to...
Shut up.
It goes back to Paul Marsh's point he made to us at the beginning of the year when he said there's no framework around the off-field incidents like this. Or it could be on-field, but it's about the comments and the like that might be either racially or homophobically and insulting.
Vertically challenged, anything now.
You got it. So... There's no framework around what that is. So you're getting the inconsistencies of something getting off and something getting 4.
Didn't Alistair Clarkson just get a fine?
he made derogatory comments in that space and got a 20 grand fine, was it?
Yep,
Yeah,
and no games.
And no games.
So that's where it gets messy because you don't have any framework to say, well, that's where it fits or
Would
that's
you
what it should get.
self-report?
On the back of that, no. I'm going to miss 4 weeks.
That's exactly right. So I'd wait till they come after me.
I think somebody else would be thinking, well, I could, but 4 weeks, that's going to cost me a bit.
Well, okay, let's do this. Don't say it first.
That's number one.
But don't self-report. There's nothing in it for you to self-report. Yeah. And if I was managing a player, I'd say, mate, keep your lips shut and just wait for them to come after you because you're not going to get any...
Can't speak on behalf of Jack, but he probably did think he's doing the right thing. One, he would probably get an early plea.
4 weeks.
I think he probably thought, well, Jeremy got 3 on the oval.
Yeah. If I say sorry...
And everybody knew about it straight away, so that was in game. He's come back. Well, if he got 3, I might get 2 for early plea and self-reporting. He got 4.
And what did Willie get? He got club imposed 1 game, and the AFL
this is
sort
what
of
I say.
sat to the side of that.
Different
and
again.
Here there is no framework.
It's back to Paul Marsh's framework.
Yeah. Have you say about that, if you like, 20-6.
One-on-one battles, player rivalries, we love it.
All of that. Hello, Tyrone.
Good evening, gentlemen.
It's a strong name, Tyrone, isn't it?
It is a good name.
Thank you. I've got a couple for you, and these are both at Adelaide Oval.
Yes.
When they went head-to-head. Now, this is going back a bit in time.
I'm listening.
Dangerfield versus Bernie Vince, when Bernie had gone to Melbourne.
Oh,
and he come back over here, and he did a great job on Dangerfield. Now, who would have thought Bernie would play a game like that?
Yeah, that was a great
game.
remember
The other one
that
is
too.
Dangerfield and Nat Fife at Adelaide Oval.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dangerfield and Rory Sloane.
That was the one that
Campo was the architect of that.
He was. Nah, Tyrone, that's a ripper.
Well done,
Player battles, like those one-on-one.
Yeah.
They start
And you look forward
and then they shake hands at the end of the game and there's blood coming out of every orifice.
Well, not necessarily. They might just have a good old-fashioned battle.
Okay. All right. Well, just trying to paint a picture.
Yeah. Well,
McEnroe versus Borg.
That's one of the great rivalries in tennis.
A battle.
And loved it. And
a battle.
2 opposites you probably wouldn't get as far as character and behaviour went, but yet got on really well and probably liked what the other didn't have in each other.
The 8 rowers versus lay down Sally.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Let's go to Largs Bay. G'day, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
G'day, guys. First time caller. Love your show, guys.
Cheers.
Greatest one-on-one battle for me would be Rowey versus English language.
You waited all this time and that's the best you could come up with, Paul.
Oh, Sam, what are you laughing at?
I just came out of nowhere, Paul.
Paul, you're having a good laugh at your own self, aren't you?
I am indeed. That was worth it.
First time caller too.
You know what? $50 pals.
Well done, Paul.
First time caller. Flick him a little morsel.
Good
He's
sport.
happy with his work.
Flick him a little morsel.
I don't mind that. I laugh at my own gags.
We've had a number of texts come through. Please, Timmy, repeat Powers injury update.
Oh, really?
So for CLK Legal, because there's been some breaking news on this front, please repeat it, Timmy.
Well,
your skipper's out. Boom.
The skipper. Well, they're saying test, but they're going. He's broken a bone in his hand by the sound of it.
He'll come back for the showdown.
I think he's probably going to miss this one at least. Jason Horne-Francis has injured his foot. They think it's a broken bone of sorts, so that's going to be scanned and the like. They will make a decision on that once that's happened. I would say if it's
it's likely surgery,
and which I think means season,
which is the word we've heard.
Yeah,
which will join the season-ending. Seasons for Tom Corcoran, Todd Marshall, Sam Pepper, Radicalia, Vizentini, and Xavier Walsh. So, yeah, that's not a good list. If he goes to that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it'll be 7 season ending. And if Rosie falls into that, that'll be 8.
And then there's Ryan Burton, who's undergone a knee arthroscopy as well.
Done.
So he won't play for the rest of the year. There's 9.
So who have you got this week? Hawthorn
away.
40 plus. Showdown 58, Saturday night.
Roundabout.
Crows 60 plus.
Yeah,
Get on early.
I'll have a bet on that. Thanks, mate.
No, I'm just throwing it out there, mate.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, God, if you got the live stream and had a look at Timmy's face.
I tell you. Look, if you have a personal injury claim, get the compensation you deserve. Visit clklegal.com.au. It's not a good one for Port Adelaide.
Dave said on the Unique Homestyle Food text, car versus prosciutto. No shaking hands at the end of that.
No, there wasn't.
No. All right, keep them coming in, those player rivalries, those one-on-ones. 8223 0000. We'll cross to Wimbledon shortly. Craig Gabriel is going to wrap up the entire weekend with two great winners in Sinner and Sviatek. Let's get to your traffic.
At Andrews Farm, a car has smashed into a barrier on the Northern Expressway near the Curtis Road ramp. Delayed clearing, so good news for the drive home. Paradise, a burst water main, lower North East Road near George Street. And McGill, twisted traffic light on St Bernard's Road near Bundy Street. Busy right now, South Road, Edwardstown slow. Tapless Hill Road, Glenelg North with a camera, Main Road at Blackwood. These school holidays bring the whole family to Event Cinemas and enjoy big savings with Event Cinemas Family Saver tickets. Book now and save at eventcinemas.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Deliver more with Toyota, the world's #1 forklift brand. Choose from a great range including pallet jacks, walkie stackers and reach forklifts, right up to their leading Toyota counterbalance forklifts. Legendary reliability and safety with cleaner, greener electric options. Toyota can tailor the right forklift solution for you. It's all part of the Toyota Forklift Advantage. For more, visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Get a Toyota forklift. Got something big to budge? Budget with Budget. Little trucks, big trucks. You can do it all in a budget rental truck. Get exactly what you need and at a great price too. So remember, whatever you've got to budget with a budget rental truck.
Budget with a budget rental truck. It's quick and cheap. Well, half your luck when you budget with a budget rental truck.
Budget car and truck rental. Call 13 27 27. That's 13 27 27.
Hello, darlings. Celebrate the festive season in style at this year's Cabaret Christmas at Adelaide Convention Centre. A spectacular lineup of show-stopping entertainment with Adelaide's hottest party bands and, best of all, me, Hans, your MC. So gather your workmates or your friends as we toast the season with an all-inclusive 3-course dinner package. Don't miss Cabaret Christmas. Book now via the Adelaide Convention Centre website.
Listen up. This is important news. Your old hot water system could drive as much as 40% of your energy bill. That's a lot.
Wow.
So fortunately, you can upgrade to something that's 70% cheaper to run and better for the environment at the same time.
Good right prices are coming. Have a listen to this. They're famous for heating and cooling. We know that.
Yes.
Famous for solar. Famous for roofing.
Correct.
And they are also the leaders in heat pumps and installation. Now's the time to upgrade and save money on a more efficient hot water system. And with the government covering your installation plus other subsidies, you could bring the cost of a heat pump down by half.
Oh, that's a massive saving.
You know what? People, why would you not ring Right Price? That is ridiculously great.
Yeah, and thanks to Right Price Hot Water, it's more affordable than ever to make the switch. So reduce your energy costs today with a heat pump from Right Price. Make the switch with Right Price Hot Water.
Are you on the hunt for Adelaide's freshest eggs, collected from a family farm every morning? Do you seek the finest produce, along with the widest selection of Dutch products in Adelaide? Your search ends here, at the Fresh Egg Shop in Clemzig. Discover a bounty of free-range chicken, duck and quail eggs, alongside an array of other hearty local offerings, such as boiler chickens, KI honey, almonds, homemade jam and biscuits. The Fresh Egg Shop, located at OG Road, Clemzig. Just look for the giant egg.
Wherever you are, and whatever you need, the caring collective of women at White Lady Funerals can help you create a meaningful and beautiful send-off. White Lady Funerals. Let our strength help you find yours.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
We'll let the footy do the talking, I reckon. We, unfortunately went down by a point, so we remember that pretty clearly. I think he's a very fiery bloke, and that's just how he plays his game on edge.
That's Riley Thilthorpe. It's a big battle, 1-on-1 versus Mac Andrew this weekend. 8223 0000. Get more of your calls. All those great player rivalries out there for a $50 Powers voucher.
Well, that's box office. People won't be able to take their eyes off that, because the last time they played, they had a bit of tape, there's a bit of words said, and Thilthorpe gave him an absolute bath, and all that.
Looking forward to it.
Now, Tom de Koning plays for Carlton, and there's talk that St Kilda have offered him $12 million. I think it's over 7 years, around $1.7 million a year. Now, he's a talented player. Hasn't got a kick the last month. I think he's worrying too much about his contract.
Worrying,
certainly is worrying about him, and it's done Carlton no favours. So it led James Hird on Channel 9 to make this comment. Have a listen.
Marcus Bontempelli is the best player in the competition. You think he's what, 1.1, 1.2?
Maybe a little bit more, yeah.
Let's say it's 1.2. DeConey's 1.7. The price of leaving a club is right there in front of you, isn't it? 500 grand to leave is pretty obvious. It doesn't feel right to me that Tom DeConing can get 1.7 and Marcus Bontempelli can own 1.2. Is that the system that we want?
Well, it's not the system that we want, but certainly if Bont can get more out of his club. So loyalty doesn't reward anymore. Would you agree with this is a broad statement.
No,
loyalty does not reward.
I agree with you.
The system allows a club to go after 7 or 8 years to get you as a free agent, whether it's restricted or unrestricted, and pay enormous money to lure you to your club. Now, if a club is to do that and they can afford it and they think that bloke's going to help you rise up the ladder, well, good luck to you. But that is massive, massive telephone numbers for a bloke that hadn't had a kick in the last 6 weeks.
So, yeah.
That you're all in on.
Bont puts himself on the market last contract.
His game on the weekend was unbelievable.
Could be costing himself 500,000-600,000. So, yeah,
but he wants to stay at his premiership club.
I agree.
He's the captain and all that sort of stuff.
That's rare these days.
It doesn't reward.
It doesn't reward. I tend to agree with you. And it's a shame, really, isn't it?
I'm with James Hird. It doesn't reward. Loyalty should reward.
Well, I'd like to say that, but throughout history, I think we've seen that it probably doesn't.
No, no,
doesn't,
which is sad.
Yeah,
and that's not the industry you want to create. That's not the club loyalty you want to create to play for your jumper and all those sort of things. So I don't know. Does the AFL or the AFLPA or do clubs need to be able to put away a certain amount of dollars that when that player is a one-club player and he retires, here's your golden handshake.
That would be a good one. You know how they did
here's your $1.2 million for your loyalty. Thank you very much.
Sanford did the retention scheme late 80s to keep players in our competition, and they played an X amount per game to stay on, right? Maybe there's something in what you're saying is if Bont, rather than you move, and we like to keep the superstars at their clubs and the like, you stay a one-club player, there's a 500,000 or...
There's a sinking fund or a fund or a retirement fund.
Like, there you go.
A golden handshake fund.
Because how many are going to do that? There won't be many one-club players, will there?
Well, generally the superstar of your club does.
And we're talking about you got to do 10 years at the club. You're not doing
minimum.
You're not doing 1 year and getting 500,000.
Yeah,
I was a one club player. Well, that's only because you couldn't
so then the former chairman of the AFLPA, Paddy, will say, "Well, I was loyal to Adelaide, the Crows, and then now I'm loyal to."
Hang on, did he do 10?
He did 8.
No, bad luck.
Okay, so it's 10.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, okay.
10 years.
And you get a golden handshake.
You get a golden handshake for being loyal. You like it?
Do companies now give golden watches? I don't think they can.
The old days,
of course they did.
25-year service it was.
25 years service. Yeah. And you used to have the old days, someone works for your same company for 50 years.
I worked
started there and retired there.
As you know, I did 10 years of my best there.
Yep.
They got quality out of me. And I made the frog cakes cross-eyed. But I loved working for that family at the time. The Walkups owned it.
Yep.
And, you know, there was a guy there, and I saw him having a nap, and he was an old fella. And I said, gee, and I saw the boss, and he said, what's going on there? And he said, no, Nick's been with the company 40 years, and David said he can stay there until he wants to retire. And that was the owner. I said, how good's that? He just did his little job. Did it every day.
How good.
Had a little nap in the afternoons. and he didn't care. He just said, no, that's because his loyalty to this company
is great.
Deserves that.
Yeah. Fireys stay there for a long time. They're very loyal.
Yeah. Well, they're working 2 other jobs.
4 days on, 4 days off. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I remember David Wilder we worked with for a long time.
Did he ever put out a fire?
I want to know once, that. We were calling a game and I said, how was your week, David? He said, oh, disappointing. I said, why? He said, got cold outdoor fire. The great wildebeest. Absolute classic. Now, there was a text here about the one-on-one battles. I love it. Senna versus Prost in F1. A big, that's one-on-one. Agassi v Sampras. Now, that was... an era of tennis where those two did go head-to-head, didn't they? And this one, and Feds versus Rafa, and probably then Djokovic comes into that picture as well. So classic stuff. Carey and Djokovic get another mention, of course. So, yeah, I love those other ones, though, in F1. They're crackers.
Stephen, thank you. You know, it's not often that I get a bouquet or a thank you or a well said.
That's nice.
How's this? Lordy payments may be your greatest suggestion ever, Rowey.
Well, that's nice.
But how would you do it?
Well, I just think it's an AFL incentive, like I said, like the Sandfield did to keep players here. So you just have this.
So it's got to be AFL driven. So do you think? But the AFL wants more player movement. They want more drafts. They don't want to reward you to stay.
So maybe
it's got to come from the club, doesn't it?
Club imposed.
It's got to come from the club. But then, does that go in the TTP? Does it go on the salary cap?
Well, what if it's a like so West Coast are a very well financed club? Are they able to do something on the outside for players that are loyal?
But you've got to declare any player payment. You've got to declare it. It's even on retirement. So if you knew at the end of retirement you're going to get this big golden handshake,
sitting there.
Well, that's what I mean. Then
it's a gift.
Yeah.
But maybe maybe gifts are outside of it.
Gift with purchase. What'd you purchase? The key ring.
We need a tax accountant here to tell us how to do this.
Yeah, well, there's fringe benefits, taxes, all sorts.
FBT.
So okay, you're a one-team player and you've played for your club. Taylor Walker is in his 17th season. So he's been loyal. He's been wooed and all that sort of stuff. There's another bloke across the road called Travis Boak.
Correct.
He's had the kitchen sink thrown at him.
So is there an argument that they've been paid and that's okay?
No, but rewarding loyalty. So, okay, Boakey, what do you want, a Riviera boat? Do you want a Lamborghini? Do you want a shares in Domino's or $500,000?
Got a loyalty program. I like it.
See, I'd love Boakey to get some sort of golden handshake. Hello, Dave.
Yeah, g'day, boys. I'm just listening, and I reckon it's all around the salary cap. So if the AFL were to adjust the salary cap so that players that have played over 10 or 12, whatever many years for one club are exempted from the salary cap, that would solve that problem overnight.
Yeah, Dave, good call. We've had an immediate one now.
Nice.
You get given a testimonial, and every cent is tax-free, and it goes out of the salary cap.
That's good as
well.
well.
So imagine that. That's how you do it.
I do like the fact that because that benefits the club as well.
That's the point.
Yeah. Love that.
Some good ideas. We're
Dave,
ideas people.
You are. Yeah.
Can we give Dave a
$50 pounds voucher?
Let's do it.
I reckon we got one to spare.
Let's
Congratulations, Dave.
Well done, Dave. $50 pounds voucher for our caller of the night. We've got the 6 o'clock news coming up. If you've got more calls to share and contribute, 8223 0000 is the number.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Hi, Brett Ibbott here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. OK, the end of financial year might be done and dusted, but at Mawson Lakes Mazda, the deals aren't. All makes, models and colours are being cleared, no exceptions. And there's a huge range of locate demos all ready for immediate delivery. Plus, you'll get free on roads, free stamp duty, free 12 months rego and $500 worth of accessories. Mawson Lakes Mazda, Salisbury Highway, T's and C's apply.
SEW Eurodrive offers innovative solutions with products and services provided from a single local source. SEW Eurodrive, driving Australian industry since 1982.
How far would you go for your dream kitchen? And how far would you go to get 25% off? How about 15 minutes up the freeway to Balhanna Kitchens by Design? To the largest showroom in the Adelaide Hills. Custom build your dream with our award-winning designers and get 25% off your cabinets with laminate bench tops. For a limited time, of course. Balhanna Kitchens by Design. It's not too far to go to make your dream a reality. balhannakitchens.com.au.
Brown paper bags?
No.
What?
Can't
I
do
didn't
that.
suggest it. Who cares about the ATO?
I'm dumping that.
Dump
That's silly.
Dump that. Dump that. Wow. Australia's cheapest home batteries program is here.
It's here.
And it's your chance to save thousands on a new home battery system. With up to 30% off battery installation, NRG Solar can help you claim rebates worth up to $18,500.
Come on.
NRG, how good are they?
He's a very clever man, Eddie. Very clever man. Now, whether you're adding a battery to existing solar or starting from scratch, this is the moment to act. NRG Solar are ready to help you maximise your savings. And yes, systems installed from now are eligible.
Remember the name NRG Solar. NRG Solar are the local experts.
What's that name again?
NRG Solar. They'll guide you through your options and help you lock in the rebate. So visit nrgsolar.com.au, all one word, or call this number 1300 858 160, 1300 858 160, and get ready for lower bills and real energy independence. NRG Solar.
Folks travel far and wide to meet Trev from Rollerco.
G'day, is Trev around? Oh, sorry, mate, he's with a customer right now.
Trev's always eager to please. Just pat him on the belly and he'll do anything for you. Oh, yes, Trev said you can order your sliding door or window parts online and he'll organise delivery to your door. Rollerco.com.au. They'll get you rolling. No, I'm not patting you on the belly. Oh, all right.
The news and information that matters. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
A shower or two tonight and tomorrow, a high of 15. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Kendall Brettig. The AFL Integrity Unit's investigating vile social media abuse towards Port Adelaide young gun Jace Burgoyne and St Kilda star Isaiah Wangareen Miller. Both players have called out the racist messages via their Instagram accounts. Port skipper Connor Rosie's frustrated people continue to make racist remarks online.
It's incredibly disappointing. I don't know how many times we have to see this before people understand that it's absolutely not okay. We'll make sure that we support Jace as much as possible, but yeah, from the club's standpoint, it's absolutely disgusting and it needs to stop.
The Treasurer says he's pretty relaxed after advice was leaked urging the government to increase taxes and cut spending. Michael Packey reports.
After each election, Treasury produces a document giving the incoming government a frank assessment of the economy. Following a Freedom of Information request, a bureaucrat inadvertently released details which were meant to be kept confidential. It reveals Labor will struggle to meet its target of 1.2 million new homes, and that it'll need to raise taxes and cut spending in a bid to get the budget back on track. Treasurer Jim Chalmers claims the government is working to improve the nation's finances.
We will do more to make our economy more productive and more resilient.
Opposition leader Susan Lee says Labor must reveal how it'll respond.
What is his plan to increase taxes?
Next month, Dr Chalmers will be chairing a high-level meeting on tax reform.
And Truckee has lost his licence for 12 months for dangerous driving after his semi-trailer carrying flour rolled over at Dry Creek last night. The 26-year-old from Victoria was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The north-south motorway had to be closed while the truck was righted and towed. The investigation into the crash is ongoing. Rescued German tourist Carolina Wilger has released a statement and photo from her hospital bed thanking search crews and her rescuer and carers. She says she wandered away from her van, making the search for her more difficult because she hit her head when it crashed in the bush and was in a state of confusion. Eileen Bond has been laid to rest after a public funeral and private burial. The former wife of Alan Bond passed away from a stroke at the age of 87 2 weeks ago. Her son John delivered the eulogy, saying his mother lived an amazing life but remained a local at heart.
Our mighty team won the America's Cup and Mum won the American public. She met the Pope at the Vatican, Ronald Reagan in the White House, and became friends with many other high-profile people like Rupert Murdoch and Bob Hawke. Yet through all these amazing times, it's telling that Red never really changed. She was always a Freo girl at heart.
Cryptocurrency Bitcoin has reached an historic value of 180,000 Australian dollars as investors bet on new US policy friendly to the digital asset. Starting on Monday, the US House of Representatives will debate a number of bills to support the industry. President Donald Trump has previously described himself as the crypto president. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
At Barossa Volkswagen, we'll let you take a car home for the night. Barossa Volkswagen, city service, country feels.
Port Adelaide's injury list continues to grow. Jason Horne-Francis has a fracture in his foot and Ryan Burton's had an arthroscopy on his knee. Their return is to be confirmed, while scans show Connor Rowey has a fracture in his hand but won't require surgery. He'll be assessed during the week. And the Crows are also a man down. Jordan Butts remains in Melbourne after suffering a punctured lung in Saturday's win over the Western Bulldogs. Teammate Sam Berry says he'll head home later this week.
He's just been in hospital the last couple of days. Rested up and, I think just organising when to come back to Adelaide. He's not allowed to fly for a little period. He's got to hit the road.
North Melbourne ruckman Tristan Sherry has been handed a 3-game ban for the strike that left Melbourne's Tom Sparrow concussed, while Eagle star Harley Reid has been fined $10,000 for his third tripping offence. He'll only have to pay $6,250 if he takes an early plea. In others, forward world number 1 Yannick Sinner is celebrating after winning the Wimbledon men's final. He's the first Italian to win the Grand Slam. Australian golfer Grace Kim has won her first major title, taking out the Evian Championship in France after a playoff. And a Cole Palmer double has helped Chelsea beat PSG 3-0 in the final of FIFA's Club World Cup. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Andrews Farm car has smashed into a barrier on the Northern Expressway into the Curtis Road ramp. Delays clearing, so good news for the drive home. Northfield, nasty smash, Grand Junction Road near the prison causing delays. And Paradise Burst Water Main lower North East Road near George Street. Monster delays outbound through there. KFC have just dropped 50% off Zinger Stacker Burgers today only. Get lit with KFC this Christmas in July, only on the app. Pick up only while stocks last. Max 1 redemption. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotaMaterialHandling.com.au.
Showers tonight down to 8 and then a shower or two tomorrow, 15. Wednesday, a shower or two, 16, and easing on Thursday, also 16. At the moment, 11. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Thank you. I'm Kate Collins. Tonight's headlines. Calls for action after racist trolls targeted 2 AFL stars, including Port's Jace Burgoyne. Concerns of an ambulance delay as a driver's life was lost at Sellex Hill. Plus, an Adelaide church pastor has told of how he tackled an armed intruder. And don't worry, if you haven't missed the news, you can start over on 9 now as soon as you're home.
Stay informed, get involved. 5AA, always Adelaide. Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
7 minutes after 6, our Monday footy review. We'll be recapping the weekend of SANFL very shortly. Matt Panos with the 5AA SANFL show as well at 6:30 tonight. So we'll cover the local league as comprehensively as ever. We have Wimbledon chat with Craig Gabriel to go through lots of big results there, including an Aussie in the doubles final, and your calls as well. 8223 0000.
Yeah, well, we'll do that after 6:30, the SANFL show, but Sturt keep winning and I think Glenelg beat the Crows. The other big one was Westies over the Eagles at Woodville. Joining us is captains of the Bloods, Isaac Johnson. Isaac, welcome.
Thanks, Rowey. Appreciate it. How are you?
Bloody solid win, son.
Yes, it was a bit of a reward for a hard couple weeks, and the boys enjoyed it as they should, and I feel like we almost deserved that one after what we've been through a little bit and rallying around the club a little bit. So, it was good.
Yeah. Have you made any tweaks to your game style since Adams left?
We kind of went back to what we trained a fair bit in the pre-season, and then we just kind of went away from it a little bit when results weren't going our way early. And then I think just playing with a bit of confidence, a bit more freedom now, definitely helps us, with quite inexperienced. We got the talent there, but, those extra 10 games in a few of those young boys is making a world. So it's been really good, but not too much. We've got to keep it simple defensively. We just try and maybe a bit more aggressive on the defensive end, leading to a bit more turnovers and trying to get the ball deeper inside forward 50. So it's pretty simple. Everyone kind of plays the same way in the SANFL, so it's just who executes best.
Hey, Isaac, congratulations on the win, but it wasn't just the A grade, all 4 grades, 16s, 18s, reserves, leagues. That's a great moment for the club.
I was just chatting to a few of the boys. I'd actually hate to know how long ago that had happened. We did get a double win over North in the seniors this year, but with the juniors as well, we're showing some promising signs, so it's good. And yeah, the club's in a pretty good spot right now. So yeah, we'll just keep working. 5 games to go, and yeah,
make the most of it. It's been a tough year, as you mentioned, but when you have a win like this, it sort of brings about some relief, but justification on what you're trying to do.
Yeah, like I said, the last 4 weeks have actually been quite solid analytically. When we looked at few inside forward 50 stats and clearance numbers, etc. So I feel like just putting it all together, you know, like I said, we have quite a young group, so learning how to win is just as hard as learning a game style and how to play together. So, yeah, a bit of reward, but there's still plenty of work to go, that's for sure.
Captains and coaches are close. Isaac, I'm sure you were with Hearts. We love him. Adam Hartlett, how is he?
Yeah, no, it's disappointing to not have him around at the moment. He did a stack of work with us over the past 3 years, and he probably deserves a bit more success than what he got for sure. So, it's a tough one. We all still love him. We're thinking of him, and it's just like I said, this win's probably just as much his as it is anyone else's. So
yeah, well done. Good words. Hey, what do you need as a club? What do you think you need?
I mean, it's easy to just say resources, isn't it? But we just got to keep building together. Those 10 gamers that we've got. Like I said, we've got the talent. We're just a bit experienced at the moment. We get another couple of seasons of those guys and continue to grow together. Maybe another star recruit that might come back to us from an AFL list would always help. But I think we just got to keep building from the ground up, and we're showing signs of real progress. So we'll just keep working together, try and get as many boys to stick around, which is quite difficult at the moment in the sample. So, we'll just keep working together, keep building. We're building quite a strong culture at the moment. So off-field, we're tight, and on-field, we should start to lead to some better results. So, we'll just keep going.
Hey, Isaac, a couple of guys playing good footy. Lockie Squire, big game. Will Patton, always pretty steady influence down back.
Yeah, they've been super. Lockie probably gets a job every week, and he's the type of guy that you would not want hanging off your back inside. He's a big, strong ball in there, and he throws his weight around. Training against him isn't much fun. He brings the standards every week, and that's why he's in our leadership group for sure. And Will Patton's obviously super talented. Had not the greatest pre-season for someone who's probably 19, 20 with a few soft tissue injuries, but coming into his own now, the cream rises to the top. He's super talented, he's athletic, and he helps us to stack down there. So another 20 games into him, I'd be watching out.
Kobe Ryan, I heard he got injured. Was that a patella?
So he's got a scan tonight, so I'm not sure, but it's cleared of the worst news, which is always good. So,
well, fingers crossed there. Let's hope he's all right.
Fingers crossed. We'll know more, but he's a star, so he will definitely be missed.
Now, more importantly, the second Johnson, because you're a bloody talented family, his name is Spencer. He can kick off the sight screen with that little lefty of his. How's his body going? When are we going to see him in the test team? When Stark's out, is Spencer in, Isaac?
I'll just ring George Bowers for you and we'll get on.
Come on, mate.
Put him on to me.
Hopefully. He's working pretty hard on his body at the moment, which is good. He's getting he's in Adelaide. He's not travelling at the moment, so he's working closely with obviously Ryan Harris and a few more bowling coaches and getting his body right for a big summer. And you never know. Hopefully, not hopefully, but Starkey might go down and hopefully the big spawn pops up. So,
God, imagine if he got it all together, Isaac. Hey?
Yeah.
The big Spence.
I know.
What'd you call him? A big bomb? What was his nickname?
Spawn.
Oh, fair call.
He's going all right. He's a big lump.
He's a ripper. Hey, Isaac, be very proud of what you've done at West Adelaide. It's been a tough era. You've risen to the captaincy and you are building something really great. And on the back of you and some strong leaders, have a great finish to the season. And, mate, thanks for your time.
I appreciate it, Rowey. Thanks.
Good man.
Cheers, Isaac. Well done, mate.
He's a ripper.
Congrats. Yeah, it's been a tough year.
I'm proud of him. You think where he's come and what he's done and what he's achieved. He's a bloody ripper.
Absolutely. Number one for West Adelaide.
Yeah, doing very well.
Isaac Johnson, our guest.
13-point win over the Eagles. Hey, some news just before we go to the break. You'll remember earlier this season the Collingwood-Carlton match at the MCG where a gun was smuggled into the ground.
That's right, yes.
So a 27-year-old man this last hour has been sentenced to 21 months prison for carrying the firearm into the MCG. He's been named Muhammad Nouri. He was sentenced to the Melbourne Magistrates Court today after pleading guilty to dozens of firearms and motor vehicle offences. He carried a loaded, unregistered firearm with an altered serial number into the stadium. And then it goes on to say that he has a non-parole period of 12 months.
That is good.
So
that is good. That's a great result.
Yeah, so that's just been heard today at Melbourne Magistrate Court.
Well, they've thrown the book at him, haven't they?
Yep. So good result there for that situation. It's 15 after 6. Next, we'll cross to Wimbledon.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Join Rowey and Timmy G in the studio every afternoon with 5AA's live video stream of the Sports Show. Visit Stillwell Hyundai Nailsworth and take a test drive today to find your perfect Hyundai car. Main North Road, Nailsworth.
Are you or someone you know living with epilepsy? 1 in 25 Australians will develop epilepsy at some stage in their lives. The Epilepsy Centre in Adelaide is dedicated to raising awareness in the community to reduce the stigma and create a more welcoming and inclusive society. We do this by providing epilepsy awareness and seizure first aid to people living with epilepsy, their families and friends. Thanks to state government funding, we can offer this education at no cost. For more information, go to epilepsycentre.org.au.
The SA Weekend Escapes travel voucher giveaway is back. That's right. SA Weekend Escapes is giving away $75 travel vouchers for your next winter getaway at over 20 hotels across South Australia. Think the Riverland, Port Lincoln, Kangaroo Island, or even a coastal stay at Glenelg. It's your voucher, your choice, your escape. So what are you waiting for? Visit saweekendescapes.com.au and grab your $75 travel voucher today. T's and C's apply.
At Coles, save with 40% off dental items like Colgate Advanced Tartar and Whitening or Max Fresh Toothpaste, 115 grams, now just $3.90. Shop in store or online at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday. Excludes everyday, down and clearance items.
Now, the Albion Hotel is your place. It's your place to raise a glass. Now, whether that's to a big sporting win, a milestone birthday, or here's to me for surviving the week.
I took one of my reps there last Tuesday, had the best snitty.
There you go. They're very good, aren't they, Mills ones?
And when James actually picks up the phone and says, Dad, coming around, you want to get down the Albion?
Yeah.
Get a big snitty down your snitty.
He knows. He's got good taste, that boy.
Place. It's a great place for the whole family. Kids, grandkids, that little smelly uncle that sits in the corner. It's your place to tuck into an amazing meal, share a laugh. Make some memories without doing the dishes.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
You can do the dishes, dude.
Pop into the Albion's Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop drive-through and ask for Adam and the team. Their incredible selection is only matched by the even better prices.
So if you haven't already, download the Albion Loyalty app. It's your access to exclusive members-only perks, cheeky little offers, and first dibs on the real good stuff. The Albion Hotel, remember it, because it is your local, it's your people, it's your joint.
You wake up and you're feeling a bit off. Your nose is runny, but maybe it's just a cold. That scratchy throat, though, that could be something worse.
Test for COVID, Flu A, Flu B and RSV in just minutes with Cell Life, the premium 4-in-1 rapid antigen test. Fast, reliable results. Make the smart choice for your health and your family. Insist on the brand the healthcare professionals prefer. Cell Life at leading chemists and Amazon. CELLIFE.
It's Christmas in July at Wayville Hyundai. With every car delivered this month, we'll donate $100 straight to the Salvation Army Red Shield Appeal, so your new Hyundai helps Aussies in need. Plus, we're inviting you to join us by popping a donation under our Christmas tree so we can pass it on to Salvation Army. Head to our website to see how you can help make a difference. Visit wayvillehyundai.com.au and change the way you Hyundai at Wayville Hyundai.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
19 after 6 on this Monday, the 5AA Sample Show with Matt Panos right around the corner. It starts at 6:30, but let's reflect on an amazing weekend at the All England Club.
Young centre.
Wimbledon history. What a wonderful match.
Yeah, that was the men's final taken out by Yannick Sinner against Alcaraz. I think those two, well, we've been talking about head-to-head rivalries. Those two are going to be at it for a long, long time to come. And we got Nine radio tennis correspondent Craig Gabriel joins us. It was a very good final, fitting once again of what we're going to see in the future from these two lads.
Guys, yeah, it was a very good final. It wasn't a similar final to what we saw at the French Open 35, 36 days before. That was just beyond belief. That was from the stratosphere. But it was still entertaining. There were still some unbelievable shots played by both guys and just glorious returns on many, many occasions. But it was a tremendous result in the end. Nothing against Carlos, but I was thrilled that Yannick had claimed Wimbledon after what happened at the French. It was quite an event.
We've got this, the new crew coming through, isn't it? And we had the Big Four dominate for so long that perhaps this is almost refreshing now to see some of these names popping up and winning slams.
Well, between them, they've won the last 7. Which is not bad going.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah.
It's pretty damn good. And Carlos was trying to win his 6th. Before yesterday, he had never lost the final of a major before. So he's got 5, and Yannick has now got 4. And, what I really like about both of them is they're such nice guys. They're so humble, so down to earth, and just very nice people to deal with and to get responses from, and the teams around them are so good, especially for Yannick and for Adelaide and for Australia to have that connection with Darren Cahill, who's just the nicest person and has been a friend for 30 years, and his other coach, Simone Bognozzi, another really terrific guy. So it was very, very nice to see.
Well, Darren's announced his retirement so he can come home and be the chairman of Port Adelaide now, Craig.
Yeah. I think Yannick is working very hard to convince him to change his mind, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, that'll be a big blow to Yannick's group. I mean, everywhere the killer goes, he gets success, Craig.
Oh, for sure. I mean, when you look at Killer's record, it's pretty darn impressive. Leighton Hewitt, Andre Agassi, Simona Halep, just to name 3. Yes. He had also, in the early stages, had dealings with Amanda Anisimova, who was in the women's final, although she probably is still smarting at what happened on Saturday over here, but a great effort to get to the final. So he's just got an incredible record. Yeah,
well, Craig, let's go to the women's. Donuts, a pair of bagels, 6 love, not good for the game.
Well, it happens, I mean, I know it's not a regular occurrence to see a love and love match, but it does happen. And, you had to feel for Amanda Anisimova, but at the same time, absolutely raps on Iga Swiatek for the way she played. She came out all guns blazing. I mean, she was playing fast tennis, aggressive tennis, and really never gave Anisimova an opportunity in that match. And I think the longer it went, the more the nerves came into her game. And the only other time at Wimbledon where we've had a double bagel women's final, ladies final, was 1911. So, yeah, I mean, you say it's not a good look, but these things happen.
Yeah, Craig, she mentioned that she was just completely overwhelmed by nerves. I actually feel for her in that way because you're there at that big moment. You probably dreamt of it as a kid, and then you get there and you're completely overwhelmed. The thing about that is you can go one of 2 ways. You can either recess or you can come out fighting and use it as a spur.
Fight or flight.
You know what? With her, I think, yes, it's going to play on her mind for a little bit, but I think it's going to make her stronger. When you consider what she has been through in her young life, not long after she reached the semis of the French Open in 2019, where she probably should have beaten Ash Barty, but Ash won that match and then won the French. Not long after that, her father passed away. She was very young. And then she was struggling with mental health issues and burnout and just being depressed and took a sabbatical. She was told that she would never get back to the top by doing that. and look what she's done. She's reached the Wimbledon final. So I think she will gain from it. I don't think this downer for her will last that long.
Excellent news. Craig, as usual, thank you very much for your coverage.
Thanks, guys.
Excellent stuff. 9 Radio tennis correspondent Craig Gabriel giving us a wrap of Wimbledon. And, yes, let's hope we see a bounce back for the US Open.
Yeah, that'll be great. Men's Division 5, 5AA's Men's Division 5.
That's the Adelaide Footy League.
Yeah, it is. Sageza beat Paraka. Salisbury got walloped by Marion, 19-15 to 2-4. That was a 113-point margin. Eastern Park beat Portland by 36 points. Pulteney ran over the top of Greenacres. God, that would have been a game. 14-20 to 13-20. Windy. 40 points were kicked in that one. And Woody South were all over the top of Trinity Old Scholars by 43 points. The 5AA, Men's Division 5.
Well, Men's Division 6, Billies. There you go, your old mate. Ingle Farm took on Houghton Districts. It was the Ingle Farm team that won that one by 31 points. That was played at Rowe Park.
ROWE.
Oh, ROWE, does it not say that?
Stop it.
There
that
you
must
go.
be an ancestry or two back then.
I've just named it after you. So and Sorelli Park as well. So Rosewater took on St. Paul's and Rosie's got the job done, 21-point winners at home. Then West Croydon having a tough year, got beat by Para Hills by 84. Fitzroy took on O'Sullivan's Beach and they got up by 31 points, the Fitzroy boys. Congratulations. And then Blackfriars Old Scholars got up against Adelaide Lutheran by 22 points. And the latter, because it's, I think there's only 5 games to go now, played 12, so, oh no, it might be 6 to go.
6 to go.
6 to go. Fitzroy are on top, followed by Ingle Farm, Rosewater in third, equal with St. Paul's, and then O'Sullivan's Beach, Para Hills, Blackfriars and Houghton all fighting for the 5th spot.
Just had a text come through, Men Division 1, the BTR Excavations Div. What happened with Prince Alfred College?
Mm-hmm.
They've lost their 8th in a row.
No, they won last week.
Oh, did they?
Beat Broadview.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they Keep up with the program. You were sick. You were ill. You weren't
in.
in.
Was I?
Yeah, you missed
that's why.
You missed the celebrations.
So Nettie was up and about.
Mate, we had party poppers and everything for him.
Well, Ross Trevor
made him run through a banner.
Oh, did you?
Not quite.
Not quite. And if you want more information, you can go to adelaidefooty.com.au. The Adelaide Footy League is strengthening communities through footy. It is 27 after 6, out of time for us tonight. Thank you for joining us. Back tomorrow from 4 with the Sports Show. Next, though, 5AA Sample Show begins. Matt Panos will be in.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.